for a social media intern. If anyone's interested, let us know. Send us a resume.
Yeah.
I'm going to need like a hype tape.
Oh, yeah. Definitely be a hype man, for sure.
Yeah, we need someone that can do all the cool editing things that we have in our heads that we don't know how to do.
Definitely needs to put in some work, though. On the old, you know what you're doing, preferably. That would be cool, but maybe not. Yeah.
Well, no, it would help if they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's the same as us trying to do it.
At this point, we'll take anybody too, so we're not judging.
Are you going to be comfortable sitting like that? You want to move back to your normal spot?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. I was just making sure.
All right. Hey, cool.
I'm already here. I found some good spots to rock my feet. I'm good with that.
That's fantastic. All right.
All right. Well, hey.
Hey, let's do it again.
We're back.
We're back.
Guess who's
Finally.
back?
Jesus.
Back again. CND's back. Tell all your friends. All right. Feels good. It feels good to be back here.
Coming soon, the CND album.
Yes.
I'd almost call it a mixtape first. I would go straight into album mode, but
maybe EP. But yeah,
we'll get you out a tape first. Y'all.
We'll get it there. Chad can play guitar.
Oh, I haven't played guitar in a long
Chad can
time.
sit there holding a guitar.
We'll just cover
I can
like
do that.
80s hair bands. That's who we're gonna cover.
Yeah, we just play Rock Band or Guitar Hero.
Ooh, you know what?
Love Guitar Hero. One of my favorite all-time games on.
I don't think
really
I have
any
it.
system. But
I don't think I have that anymore.
Guitar Hero.
I had Rock Band for my Xbox.
Okay, see, I would fuck with some Rock Band.
And it had.
So what would you pick? What would be your go-to spot for Rock Band?
Drums.
Guitar.
Okay, because I don't want to do drums.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I want
love the
drums.
Yeah,
I
man,
love the
I'd
drums.
Smack some drums.
I have no rhythm like that, so I can't figure it out. But like I can do guitar or bass, so that's.
I do like playing the guitar on there. Basically anything but singing.
The singing is so tricky because you're not even singing; you're just trying to find those notes. Like you're just trying to find. So you might
basically just sit there and hum the whole time and try and hit different pitches. Yeah.
The songbird of our generation.
That's
you need a lead vocal. I got you, bro. Drumming and lead vocals.
Oh, okay.
At the same time, huh?
Let's start a thing, bud.
We can do it.
Can you drum and sing at the same time? Have
Probably
you done it?
not.
Like, have you ever tried?
Well, I fucking give her my best shot.
I like it.
Do you remember the last time you played either Rock Band or Guitar Hero?
But it's probably been at least 7 years.
I was gonna say at least 5. Probably.
So you probably don't even remember like the last song you sang.
No, but I can remember on Guitar Hero what song I could really shred was SOS, like Message in a Bottle.
Yep.
Oh,
That was one of my jams, bud.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I would always do Miss Murder.
Yep.
Okay.
That was like the AFI song.
Okay.
That was mine.
Yep. I liked Cliffs of Dover.
Okay.
Eric Johnson.
There were some really cool ones that like you had to unlock.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't even just play them. You had to go like buy them or whatever. There's some really cool ones.
Through Fire and Flames by Dragon Force.
The Dragon Force one?
That's like the hardest one. Yeah.
And not that it's the only band that I got into, but there's a lot of the bands I listen to now that I heard through like Guitar
Rock
Hero.
Band. Oh, absolutely.
But Dragon Force I had only heard of one time before then, and the person that told me I was kind of like, eh. So I'm jamming it, and I'm like, ooh. That is a sweet song. So I got way into Dragon Force after that.
I remember the first time I seen somebody like absolutely shredding it.
Yeah,
because that was back when they still had their, like the game centers in the malls and shit. But like,
yeah,
you'd be at GameStop, fucking
and people just jamming.
Well, now you can go to like an arcade and they have Guitar Hero at the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
Really,
like there's an arcade version you can play. Yeah.
I don't even know where an arcade is besides Uptown nowadays.
Well,
we just had this conversation on
Chad's
Sunday.
been to like every single one in the Des Moines Metro.
Yeah, so we had Jamari and Jordan last Friday, and I was like, I'm gonna get off work early. We're gonna go to an arcade. Like we're going to Smash Park. That's what I wanted to do. Go play some ping pong, some pickleball, some arcade games, have some food.
Pickleball's a hell of a workout, by the way.
It is.
Way more than it should be.
So we get to Smash Park, and I left work at like 3. So, I mean, I left early. I'm like, I wanted to get there before it get busy at night, you know. So we get to Smash Park at like 4, and everything's reserved. Like, literally everywhere. The only thing you could do is sit down and play board games and eat food. So everything was reserved for holiday parties. Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, motherfucker. So I was getting pissed because I wanted to go play games with the boys, and I'm like, what the fuck? So we're sitting there, and we found out that the operating room, which is in West Glen by Shotgun Betty's,
Yeah.
it's basically like an up-down.
Yeah,
They-
it's a bar that you can play arcade
Yep.
games.
But they allow kids in there until 7:30. So I was like, bet. So we leave. We go there. We get there at like 4:20, something like that, 4:30.
That's a good time.
And we're walking up to the door, and they have a big sign taped to the door saying hard close at 5 for a holiday party. Like somebody rented out the whole fucking place.
Wow.
So we went in there and we only played
Yeah,
for like a
you
half
say
hour.
You're on the west side, though. I mean,
I'm
so-
like, what the fuck? And then David was telling me about, what was the name of that place?
Spare Time,
Spare Time?
the new one that's been getting built. That one or a different one?
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Game Day.
Game Day.
Game Day in
That's the
Merle
one
Hay
in
Mall.
Merle,
So,
in Merle
yeah.
Hay. Okay.
Currently, you can go right now. Game Day, Merle Hay Mall, but out by I think Jordan Creek, they're building a place called Spare Time. It's gonna have like bowling alley,
I was
arcade.
say, it sounds like a bowling place.
And I saw a picture. Guess what their bowling balls look like?
Pool balls.
You're damn fucking right, they do.
No.
I saw that and I'm like, we're taking Nick. Let's go.
Fucking
Wow.
call
He's gonna see it. Yes. So yeah, Spare Time. I know they're getting all their shit together, but
I
Game
like
Day.
the name. The name's nice, so it's like, it goes
Yeah.
multiple ways.
Yep.
It's such a good time. Like I love like play on words like that.
So there's
My only problem as a bowler is it's probably not going to be the best lane.
Oh my god, it's not for
cares?
competitive bowling, bud. If the ball looks like a billiard ball, then it's not. It's just for fun.
I know.
Like the one we went to in Missouri, in Branson, that had those. The pins literally were all on strings.
Oh no shit! They
Yeah.
said we dropped them down.
So you
That's
like when you knock them
awesome.
over, they fall
Yeah.
down, and then they just pull them back up. To
Yeah,
set them.
yeah.
They're not like actual pins. So we had all kinds of problems with the stuff getting spun up, and like they moved us, I think, 3 different times from lane to lane because our stuff kept getting messed up.
Oh shit.
Well, who puts pins on strings?
Yeah,
That's how they used to do it.
That's how they do it, though. Yeah.
No, they used to like fucking drop them, and there was a pin setter back there setting your pins for you.
Oh, I've
Back
seen
in
them.
the
But yeah,
with
this is like
strings.
straight up like Pinocchio style
Really?
on strings. So you knock them down, they fall down, but then
And then
it just
just
yanks
But
them back
it
up.
just
to-
yanks it up out of the way for whatever you have left.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, and then it just puts them
it's
in their
done,
spot.
it just drops it back down. It's all in
Yeah.
the same spot. You don't have to have a pin setter or nothing.
Which
Like
is
an automated
fine up until you get your chords all mixed up like we did.
Yeah.
Dude, it was, you should have seen us though. So like we're all playing. It's me, my beautiful wife Lacey, our 2 kids, well our 3 kids at the time, but Christopher, Lacey's holding her the whole time, him the whole time. Sorry. And so she's bowling with him in her arm, and she's still fucking getting 9 pins like every time. Like it was a baller move. Yeah.
That's because there's wires on it, and the wires are knocking the other wires.
No, I don't think that's the case, man.
I think so.
I don't think so.
I feel like it would be what you did. It would be a tangled nightmare.
Yeah, we ran into some issues.
There'd be pins flying, wrapping around other ones, and
Yeah, and they like double booked us on a lane. I think that's why they moved us the first time, because we're at a lane, and next thing you know, this other family's like, "Hey,
so what ball did you use?
what ball?"
Yeah, like what?
The-
Was it the 12 ball or
No,
like,
I use a 10.
you used 10.
I use a 10, so it's the 10 ball.
Okay, I was
So-
just wondering. Yeah, it's like they had the whole rack.
Well, so they have like I think the lowest one is what 6. So it starts at 6, and then it's so each ball is just the weight of the,
The
ball.
way. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That
Did
makes
you not
sense.
put those together already?
No.
Okay, so
No,
yeah,
you
so
don't.
the weight is the number. So like I use a 10-pound
So
ball,
they
so
have
I
an
use
8
a
ball?
10
Number
ball.
10.
Yeah, there's an 8 ball.
Hey, that's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
8 ball.
Yeah, and it
then-
goes to 14, 12.
14.
What a bowling?
probably.
It's probably 14.
Well,
right?
they've got 16s,
Yeah, 16.
but you don't have 16
Yeah.
pool
I mean,
balls.
I
It's
threw-
15 is the highest.
But
there.
yeah, so I think it goes to 14, maybe.
That could be.
That's-
Yeah, because
I throw 15. I don't throw 16. But that's
Well, maybe
that's
it's a
for grown
15. Man.
man
I don't.
shit.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
that's 5 pounds over what I throw.
I have.
I get a 10 and it goes straight down the center, and we see what happens. That's it.
Man, you need some umph.
No dancing, no ballerina
See,
stuff.
so I've got a 14 that I used when I was bowling a
I would
lot.
throw my arm out trying to throw a 14.
I have a 14 that I would use, and then a 16 for my spare ball to pick up spares.
So yeah,
'Cause
so
that
you're
one-
not throwing it though. You're rolling it. So
What do you mean, bud? I'll fucking throw it down there.
no, I mean like you just fucking rip her down there.
Yeah.
You're supposed to roll the ball.
It's rolling, bud. I guarantee it. That's. Do you know what rolling means?
Yeah, like out of your roll
that
it
ball
out of your
is
hand.
it's
not throw it out of your hand and release.
No,
like
it
like a
rolls.
slow pitch
Yeah, it's
softball or fast pitch softball. Like no, that's throwing
fucking
it.
whip it, bud.
Just roll it, but you don't have to throw it hard. You don't put that much effort into it.
Yeah,
Just roll it like a topper.
maybe so. I don't know.
There's a place out in
Works for me.
Pleasant Hill, The Great Escape, the
Yeah.
ultimate
Yeah,
experience.
I've been there.
I've been there. I
Once.
I keep forgetting about it, that it's out there.
Didn't it used to be strikers?
I think so.
Or strikers used to be attached to it? Or
Something, yeah.
There was an arcade.
Because
okay.
it's a. I think it's an arcade, bowling alley.
So I see what they're doing. Strikers. It could be like
Yeah.
fighting games, or it could be throwing a strike.
It was Strikers Sports Bar and arcade or whatever.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
used to be attached to the bowling alley. I don't know if it still is or not. Or right next to
There
it.
was
I
another
haven't been
one.
out there in a long time.
There was another one that was. Fuck, what was it called? It was in Valley Junction. Off
bowling
of
alley?
Grand. It was like an arcade. It had like laser tag.
Family Fun Center, bud.
Yeah,
Farley's Family Fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
had the OG Little Caesars attached
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
building.
Yeah,
bud.
bud.
That shit was
shit
way
was-
different. That was more relatable to like Southside Pizza to me than it was
The
Little Caesars.
well,
now.
so we always hit up the Little Caesars in on Army Post at Stephan Plaza.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
there, where,
yep.
you know where Kerry works. And,
Yep.
But yeah, like that's the Little Caesars we always hit up. That was ours, obviously.
Where the
No,
Okoboji used to be.
Yes, yeah.
I just
well, the
remembered
Okoboji
that.
was down,
The
but
one
yeah,
being
it was at
attached
the
to
end.
the fun center. Yeah, I remember that because every time we were there, we're like, "Oh, we're getting fucking pizza." Bud.
Yeah.
Farley's Family Fun though. That was
They did
some
have
serious
laser
stuff.
tag. That laser tag would tear you up too.
Yeah.
So the last time I went to that laser tag, I went with my dear friend Shannon, and she's a fucking cheater.
Oh.
She was over here going
Goddamn.
full hand-to-hand combat. She's like ripping our vest so she can shoot us. Like, and then they're like, because we went, it was a guys and girls thing, and the girls won. I'm like, well, yeah, because you're a fucking Rambo out here trying to kill people.
Oh shit!
Also, I don't think and this was towards the end of their run, but I don't think their equipment was working all that well because those numbers they didn't work out.
They put miles on them though.
yeah.
But
I mean,
the best one, like Farley Family, was good. But you guys remember DZ Discovery?
DZ,
was
the Discovery
shit.
Zone was
So,
amazing.
The best.
Once again, lucky me. So when DZ was still a thing, my dad lived on the north side. He lived up by Hoover, so we lived. literally lived right there. And me and Bernie went there a lot. Man, that place was dope.
Dude.
Yeah.
What's the one thing at DZ that like sticks out the most? Like, what's the thing?
Didn't they have
Like the skate rack slides.
Yeah.
It's like the roller slides. They had a bunch of individual rollers.
Yes.
And you slid down them and they rolled. That's what I remember the most.
Well, they had some pretty dope. Their laser tag was pretty dope.
At one
Laser
point, they
tag
had
was-
like the Men in Black laser tag.
Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah.
Yep.
And then they had a crazy ass like. I want to say it wasn't like a ball pit, but it was. But it.
So the thing that jumps out for me was that, do you remember like it was like the bungee cord, but it was like a whole up and down thing. It was just crushed bungee cords that went
Cords
every which way.
everywhere, and you like
And you either fall
through it.
down through it or you
Yeah.
try to climb up through and try not to get fall down. But you remember that? And it was
Yep.
like fucking 20 feet
Oh yeah.
high.
You'd have kids falling on you with you trying to climb up it.
Yeah, because like I think you're only supposed to go down.
Yeah.
But then you'd always get the people trying to crawl up.
Well,
And
it's
then
like crawling up a slide. Like you're gonna do it.
yeah, but you're also gonna get hit by someone
See,
coming
you
down
are
the
gonna
slide,
get hit.
and it's you're the one doing the wrong thing. You're in the
Right,
wrong.
yeah.
You are
yeah.
in the wrong there.
Yeah, you're crossing traffic. Like it's your. But yeah, DZ was the stuff. They had a
DZ was
zip line.
awesome.
Do you remember
The
that?
zip line.
Yeah.
Yes,
They had the
Yeah, I
zip
remember
line.
the
That
zip line.
thing was. Like
Oh, wow.
I understand why they went out of business. There's no way any of those things were safe for children.
No.
Oh,
I remember going down one slide that you literally went out the slide and you went down, probably, I don't know, 40 feet, who knows? And then, like, it was just like a 90 straight down for God knows untold depths. And then another 90, and that was the slide. Like, you never even touched the slide. You literally just fell out
just
the window
fell.
and then hit the curve part at the bottom. Like, no wonder they're out of business.
Oh shit.
That's what I'm with you.
DZ was the shit,
spot.
though.
DZ was awesome.
And as an adult, though, what's that place now that's down by, like, Sec Taylor? In between Southwest 9th and Sec Taylor?
Like the escape rooms?
Yeah,
Oh.
well, it is now, but they also had a laser tag in there. That was like real military weapons.
Oh yeah. Shit, what was the name of that?
I can't remember, but I did it.
Like
we did it one night.
It was a combat tag or something
Dude,
like that.
I was worked because it's all like plywood and shit, and there's like obstacles, and you're just running around the whole time. And they had like, I mean, you had to, and you didn't get to pick your gun.
Okay.
When they got you there, they would just hand you something. So some dude got like a big ass sniper rifle and shit. Like,
they're different types of guns.
And people have machine guns. The one dude had like a little pistol, and then guys got M16s and shit. Like,
how'd you love to be the guy that handed the pistol to?
Be like
He just got a bazooka, and you're giving me this?
I got an M16, and it was, or it might have been an M4 because it had a little red dot on it and shit. So it was like you were shooting tactical shit, but you didn't get hit with anything or nothing. But
so you never like buzzed or nothing?
No,
you never like.
Well, you used SARS suits, so I mean, like you could hear it and feel it every time you got hit. But it was just a little like.
Oh yeah.
I think I like the buzz of the laser tag.
But it was the weird thing about it was it would time you out. So like if you got hit, I think it was twice or 3 times you get hit, and then you had to go all the way back to start to reload your shit, and then you had to.
You're out, man.
Yeah, I know, but it was different from like. Because you weren't out, but because the goal was like it was capture the flag.
Capture the flag.
But
that makes sense. Then you definitely have to go back to the start.
Yeah, I know. You just get all the way back there and it's fucking. But it was a workout. That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't really easy to get around.
I think the last like laser tagging I did was at the Sleepy Hollow when they do the Halloween stuff. They have like a zombie laser tag thing.
Oh, that's cool.
And we waited in line for like an hour and a half for this. And it was the worst thing ever. It was terrible. So nothing worked. It was all shit equipment. And then, so the idea was supposed to be like a Day of the Dead type thing. You know, you're at like a mall, there's a bus, there's zombies. So they have like actual zombies like running around like trying to get you. But like all the zombies, and I get it, you know, like this job probably sucks, pays $5. But they're like, And we're like, you just kind of like stop and you look at him and you're like, pew, and like,
hold on, did you actually have to say pew?
I think after the first couple times when it didn't make a noise, we had to start. Yeah, you had to start adding your own sound effects. But like it didn't matter because like it's supposed to be this whole thing you had to like make it through with the zombies attacking. You had to shoot off the zombies. Well, the zombies are walking out. It's just they're like, fucking hate my life, dude. Like, everything sucks. My dad's so disappointed in me, and this is the only job I can get.
Jesus.
And
Ruthless. Ruthless.
That's the vibe I got, I guess. I don't know. That's just... Like I said, it wasn't like...
Fucking mom made me get this job, so I move out of the basement.
That's what I get. No, they said now that I'm 32, I have to get a job. Anyway.
So you got lost there, bro.
Well, I said 32, and I'm like, hey, I just turned 32, guys. My birthday was the other day.
Said,
happy birthday.
Did you just get a job? I'd say, time out. Were you one of these zombies in this story?
No. No, unfortunately, I had a job at the time, which was not zombies. But
Dude, did they do their own makeup, I wonder?
Huh? Half of them, I think, were just walking around. I don't even think they were zombies. They were just bums that walked around, and you're like, oh, fuck, there's another one.
They just saw some homeless dude on the street corner with a sign, and they're
like,
oh,
perfect.
Just go walk in a field.
You already have the costume.
You ready to roll, bud? Oh, shit.
So anyway, that's the last laser tag I've done. I would love to do laser. Like, my kids have, like, a 2-gun thing, but it's like a $10 set. It's no fun. I'd love to do, like, real.
Yeah.
Or like paintball. You guys ever do the paintball?
I've never done paintballing. Yeah. I want to bad.
I've been one time.
Brutal.
And talk about like you feel it. Like it's not a little beep beep like the suits.
Yeah.
Like you get welts and shit.
Oh, I know.
Like when they tell you to dress appropriately, that means putting on thick clothing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
Like they don't mean like make sure you have your face painted like Rambo. They mean like this shit's gonna hurt.
Yeah, don't go out there in your camo shorts and a wife beater.
In fairness,
America!
I am 99.9% sure I wore army cargo pants for this paintballing. Because what else do you wear? That's the time for them.
He probably had sliders and shit on underneath. Like I got all sorts of padding.
I almost guarantee it. I probably did have layers. I think I wore a hoodie. But yeah, like there are times that cargo, khaki cargo shorts or camo cargo shorts are okay.
That's one of them.
This is an acceptable time. Casey's not.
Can I ask you this? Did you have a paintbrush with little paint on the end as like a knife?
That would have been sweet. No, so we went for my friend's birthday. There's like a bunch of us. There's like 15 of us. So they split us up. And well, the one thing that sticks out in my mind, other than like that shit does hurt. Like that's legit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But like the rule is like, so if someone like stands up, like they're giving themselves up, you can't shoot them. Okay. Which is a good rule. Like, you don't want someone just getting fucking blasted when they're done. All right. But, so, because can you imagine? You're like, oh, yeah, you got me. You know? And then it's just, everyone just unloads on you. Right? Like, no one would ever want to play paintball anyway.
Done.
But anyway, so, my ex went with me. Surprisingly, she would actually do anything fun. But she did it. We end up on the other team. And
Sucker's buddy's fucking on one.
Feeling it. Anyway, so she's on the other team. We're playing. It's the fucking heat of battle. Okay.
The heat of battle. I can see where this is going.
You're behind like these big. They look like giant airbags that have already expanded. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or like the entrance to a bounce house.
Yeah.
Right. Like that. Right. Anyway, so that's what you're playing around. Okay, well, so we're playing. I'm sneaking in. Like, I'm, like, full-on commando style, just army crawling around.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Just, slithering, basically. Bud.
Slithering.
Okay. I was Draco Malfoy in this shit. Anyway, so I'm going. All right, so the whole point is I'm trying to shoot my girlfriend. Like, I want to go get her. All right, so I'm trying to get a good shot. And then, so someone else hits her. And so she stands up, and I'm like, I made it all this fucking way, so I fucking shoot her. But it hits her right in the fucking neck.
Oh,
in the only space between her hoodie and the mask. It hits her in the... And so I'm just trying to shoot her afterwards, just to shoot her, fun, haha. And I end up hitting her in the one bare piece of skin she has on her whole body.
Oh,
and it turns into a fucking nightmare. Real fucking fast, bud.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Like, yes, I meant to shoot her. Okay, I was not trying to hit her in like even if I tried, there's no way I could ever make that shot again.
Right.
I'm literally laying on the ground shooting. She's 20 feet away from me. I'm just trying to shoot her, so I'm like, haha, gotcha.
Yeah, blasted right in the
jugular. Oh my god, dude! I never heard the end of that. Anyway.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I think that's one of my favorite stories we've had so far.
That's a good story.
He's out here He's got a sixer down on the floor.
I gotta stay hydrated.
Oh,
these stories wear me out.
That's fucking great.
Hey, let's talk about this whiskey because mine's getting bigger in the glass. It looks like I'm getting more volume, so I need to take a sip of it.
Yeah, it's just.
We got a couple bottles sitting on the table. Got me a chaser.
Chad's sharing his special stash.
Yeah, you want to explain? Care
to. Well, we're drinking the Iowa Distilling Company bourbon. So this is a 3-year bourbon that is made here in Iowa.
Is it
Cumming?
Cumming?
Yep. Yep.
I love Cumming.
Shout out to...
I have that t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's great.
I had one. I don't have.
I actually got it for my 21st birthday. That was like my present for my 21st birthday.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to the Iowa Distilling Company. This is one of
it is good.
This is one of my favorite bourbons, and it's so hard to get. They have a limited release every month, and they release 100. Let's see, 100 bottles every month. 50 of them will go to stores, and 50 of them will be released in the actual distillery because they have like a little tasting room there, like a little bar there.
So did you had to be in there like when it dropped?
Or I'm saying, did you give your like your left pinky for it or?
No, so I actually got lucky.
I'm imagining like a Black Friday, you're camping outside situation.
No, so it does sell out fairly quickly. I know back when it was super pop. I mean, it still is, but
because it's delicious.
I know that they were selling out, like they'd release it, they'd open at 11 o'clock, and it's the first of every month is when they release it. So the bar opens at 11 o'clock every day. So at 11 o'clock on the 1st, there would be people waiting, and they would sell out of their 50 bottles like in 15 minutes.
Probably as soon as they can get those first people to buy their stuff.
And it's like to the point to where even for the bar, like if you go there to buy drinks, because like they craft their own drinks with all of their products. So they have They have two vodkas, the bourbon. They have a rye whiskey as well. They have a rum. They have Prairie Fire, which is their cinnamon whiskey.
I've had that. That's quite delicious.
That's their like Fireball.
Yeah. It's more of like a hot tamale though.
Yeah.
Or like a red hot. Like it's yeah.
They have an apple pie, like an apple pie moonshine kind of a thing called Sinners and Saints. That stuff's really good.
Yeah, I've had that.
Yeah,
I feel like I might have had that.
Yeah, that's a really popular one too.
Yeah,
and then they have a moonshine as well. So they make a lot of stuff there, and they craft their own like seasonal cocktails off of their own products.
So they don't do beer though.
No, you go there. You can bring food in and hang out and they'll do like trivia nights and
kind of like West Hill. Shout out.
Yeah. So
good time this past weekend. We'll get in there.
We'll get into that. But yeah, it's a really cool little place. But yeah, they'll even run out of the bourbon and in the bar like halfway through the month. So you go there for a bourbon drink and they won't have it.
They're like, no, we ain't got none.
Yeah,
we don't.
And we're like, yeah, it's like you're the distillery. You should have.
But
some.
like you make it.
Yeah, right.
So just a sip.
Oh yeah, don't slam it.
Oh yeah, just a little sip.
Well, it's been sitting on ice for a while. I feel like I should just slam it and get it over with.
No.
Definitely don't do that.
I will say, so I think it kind of tastes like a caramely. It's got a little caramel flavor to it. It's very smooth to drink. But when he first opened this thing, I'm telling you guys, I about died.
I wish I.
I'm having a hard time breathing still from all the coughing I did when I took a big whiff of this. When I just
it took his breath away, quite literally.
It really hits the lips.
Yeah. So there's actually, I got a funny story about this. I don't know if you and Lacey were with us. I know Nick and Becky were. Can't remember if it was for Becky's birthday last year. We went to the tap room.
I think Jason and Holly were with us.
Okay. So so we were at the Iowa tap room and I'm sitting there, have a couple beers, and I look over and I see they have a bottle of the Iowa Distilling Company bourbon on their shelf. And I said, okay then. So I order a glass of that on the rocks, as you do. And Carrie didn't know what to drink, and she didn't know what I ordered. So she just said, I'll take the same thing. And we get it back, and she's like, what is this? And she did the same thing, took her breath away, and then she tried it, and she's like, no.
Yeah.
Just she couldn't fucking do it.
No. Now is there any like whiskey that she does drink? Will she drink like
she'll drink she won't drink any straight, no.
Okay. That's kind of what I was like.
No, she'll do like the other night we had I have Jim Beam. I use Beam and Coke.
But like mixed, right?
Yeah, mixed with Coke. But
because
like the straight stuff, like she bought me for my birthday, she bought me a bottle of Jim Beam single barrel, which was actually really good.
Okay.
I've never had any of the Jim Beam just straight. I've always just mixed it because I'm not a big Jim Beam fan. Like just straight, it's too harsh.
But you like it when it's mixed?
I like it mixed, like with like Coke.
Nick, you're doing the same thing. I'm like, you're just talking about drinking all this Jim Beam, and you're like, you don't even like it?
No, I don't like it straight.
This fucker's got handles, bud. Not like bottle. He's got handles.
Okay.
Of Jim Beam.
But yeah,
it's also because it's cheaper than Jack Daniels.
That's fair. I don't want to get in trouble for this. I don't think Jack Daniels is all that good.
I fucking hate Jack.
I don't
drink Jack Daniels with Coke. I won't. But like
they have like a honey one that's pretty good.
Yeah, the Tennessee honey's pretty good.
They have like a winter one or something.
Or
it's like
winter Jack's it's like a cider, like a whiskey cider.
I will say
really
that's
good.
pretty
they have
fucking
a
good.
fire too.
They have a fire and they have an apple as well. The apple isn't that great. But I was a little disappointed.
Like just Jack Daniels,
yeah, the number 7 brand. Yeah. That's not the best. I'll drink. That's what I drink with Coke. If we're out at a bar, I'll drink Jack and Coke. But they're.
I also don't like Coke, so like none of that sounds good to me.
I do love Coke. I hate Pepsi though.
Oh, see, I love Pepsi.
That's probably why.
I'm way more Pepsi than Coke. I don't even
I can't drink Pepsi with my mixed drinks.
Okay.
It's too sweet for me. Like I'll drink Pepsi by itself, but like mixing it with alcohol, I don't like it. Like it's way too sweet. It gives me like gut rot.
So the only time I've ever enjoyed drinking Captain Morgan, my 21st birthday, someone got me a bottle of Captain Morgan Bite, which I don't even think they make anymore. I don't even know what.
Captain Morgan Bite.
Yeah, it had like lime or something with it. I don't know.
Huh. Interesting.
We'll have to look it up, but that was a thing. And I drank that with Pepsi, and like with Pepsi, that was really good. Yeah. I even tried it with Coke.
I can see that being really good.
And it was not good. But that's the only way I don't enjoy Captain Morgan otherwise. Any of their...
I can drink Captain and Sunkist.
But like Pepsi, just give me Pepsi. Pepsi as just a product line, I feel like is superior to Coke.
No.
Yeah, Captain Morgan Lime Bite.
Yeah, that was the one. That's the one. Yeah, that and Pepsi, that was delicious.
Oh, you can't see that.
You can't see that. Yeah. So what about Mountain Dew versus Mellow Yellow?
Oh, Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I'll give you Mountain Dew.
So
I'm not a fan of either, though. Really.
And I will not mix anything with Mountain Dew because I drink Mountain Dew way too much as it is.
Sure.
But that's like my go-to drink is Mountain Dew.
So you don't want to like ruin it?
Yeah, basically like and I've had it with.
What did you have mixed? What did you have mixed with the Mountain Dew?
Fuck, I can't even remember honestly. Somebody mixed it for me and had me try to think
because that's what we did with Sunkist.
Well, so the thing we always did was UV Blue and Mountain Dew.
Oh, really?
UV Blue Mountain Dew.
Yeah, tastes like cotton candy.
Huh.
Really?
Wow. Used to do the 2-for-1s at Airlanes. It was UV Blue and Mountain Dew and UV, what was it? Vanilla and root beer. Because those are like root beer floats.
Root beer float. Yeah, I can see that.
Amaretto and root beer.
Like, that's some stuff.
Jaeger and root beer is really good.
Yeah, some root downs. Those are good.
Yeah.
I had a really bad night with it, like amarettos one time. Just this girl's boyfriend and me were drinking, and then it got bad. I was puking in the hotel room. Not enjoyable. He's like, "This is good, man." I'm like, "Yeah, it is good. Let's keep drinking it." And that was good right up until it started coming back out.
All right.
I don't know if I've had any
Death
since.
wagon.
It was bad.
Nick, what's one of your what's an alcohol that you can't drink because you drank way too much of it and got sick off of it or something?
Fireball.
Fireball.
I can see that.
Yeah.
As you learned on the golf course.
Yeah.
Have
we told that story on here?
I know. I don't believe we have.
No. Oh, Nikki T, go for it, buddy. I love this story.
Shout out Jay Samuelson Jr. We did a golf tournament. It was me, Jay, Chad, and
Cody, wasn't it?
Was it Cody? I believe it was Cody.
Yeah, I think it was.
We were at Willow Creek, right?
No, we were at Terrace Hills.
Terrace Hills.
Yep. Before all the changeover. This was a couple years ago, before COVID and everything.
It was early. It was real early. It was like 7:50 shotgun start.
Yeah.
So we got out to the tee box. It was 7:45, and we had to drive out to like hole 12 because we didn't start. We had to drive out to start. So we get there and we get some beers out.
We shotgun beers.
It was a legit shotgun start. Like they had a shotgun.
Like they shoot the blank into the air and then you start.
That's the start.
Okay,
yeah, perfect. We're shotgunning beers. Let's go.
Yeah, go for it.
Old Jay comes over. He's like, I'm not shotgunning a beer. Yeah, you are. The rest of us are. You know,
it's a shotgun start. That's what you got to do.
Jay. He's like, it's early. I mean, it's time to shotgun a beer. So, shotgun the beer. He was not too happy about it, but he did it.
He did it like a champ.
Okay.
He did not complain all morning. He was fine about it. So we get to the turn, which was technically a lot longer than it should have been or shorter because we had to go.
You only had to go
5 holes or whatever instead of fucking all the way around. So we get to the turn, and it was probably 9:30, 10 o'clock or so, and Jay's like, God, yeah, we're on the tee box, fucking got y'all a fireball.
Little shooters of
fireball.
Okay, very gentlemanly.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
appreciate the offer, but not for me, my friend. He goes, oh, you're going to turn down my fireball.
After you made him do a
After
shotgun.
I made him shotgun a beer, and I was like, Jay, it could have been anything else but fireball. But I'm going to throw that up right here. I don't care. Take fireball. So I took the shot with the rest of my compadres here.
Yep.
And proceeded to throw up all over
no less than 30 seconds later.
And I was good to roll, bud. And I hadn't even drove yet, so I threw up fucking
like on the back side of the tee box. Like he didn't go into the woods or nothing. He just turned around on the tee box, let it out, turned around, hit his drive, and we went.
I was like, we're good to go. Jay's like, you fine? I was like, yeah, I'm good, dude. I told you now. Yeah, I told you I was gonna throw it up.
Wow.
Just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Projectile moment. Like, and I had been smashing beers prior to this point, so I had some liquid in there too, and it was just
I feel like that's the better way to throw up though, is when you got a lot of liquid in there.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
You know, like
instead of dry heaving.
Oh god, that's the word.
Fucking worst.
I am a terrible throw upper. Like when everyone's like, "Oh, you're sick. You just need to throw up. You feel better."
I'm extra about
Nope,
it. No,
I can't do it. That will not make me feel better because the process of me throwing up is an hour and a half long. I end up crying on the bathroom floor. Everything hurts. There are tears. My wife is standing above me just looking down like, I can't believe I married you. You know? Like, you know that moment when, like, you just never feel less like a man? Yeah. That's me when I have to throw up because I am literally crying on the floor. I'm like, will you bring me some water? Like, it's too hot. It's too cold. Like, I don't, like, everything's bad. And then you can't even get anything up.
The driving gets me because normally what happens is if I get fucked up and I gotta throw up, which is actually very rare. A lot of times I don't get that twisted.
Yeah.
But when I do, then I'll throw up instantly. But then it was like so fast and so efficient that then like my stomach still wants to pump out whatever's there and it's already out. And then that's when the drive hits and it's fucking rough.
That's your natural athleticism turning against you. Like your body is in overdrive all the time because you're an athlete. So even when you throw up, it's like, yep, keep going.
Oof. I don't know about an athlete, but
speaking of athletes, the three of us.
Oh shit!
This is a big announcement.
As we sit here chugging beers, eating chicken nuggets,
chicken nuggies.
So we have all decided. This is, I think, this is the heaviest we have all been in our lives.
Easily,
100%,
easily.
We were talking about this. I think I brought it up a couple episodes ago. We're always talking about food, and
in fairness, we are all great cooks.
Yes,
chefs.
Yes,
chefs.
Like, man, the food is.
So we've been talking about it, and we're going to do a little Biggest Loser challenge.
Yeah. The CND show,
Biggest Loser challenge.
And you got to see this fucking scale that Chad
got. It's going to start in January, so
it's going to last a month.
Yeah,
we're going to do it for 1 month.
We'll do it for 30 days for the month of January.
Yep.
And we need to figure out a prize because that's so.
I still think the trophy idea
think
was
so.
good.
Nick was telling me about the trophy idea. I think the trophy idea is dope. We'll go get something made up. Big old, like, let's go, like, no, I think it needs to be, like,
just
annoyingly big.
Yeah. Annoyingly big. So, this was the thing was, like, we all say that,
getting a phone call.
We need to lose weight and we need to start working out. Like, we're all at that point, and
we could all spare 20 to 25 pounds.
Yeah.
What we all agreed to.
Yeah. So we were like, we need to do it. We're just not motivated to do it. So David came up with the idea of
if we
make it a competition.
If we had a competition, all three of us are super competitive.
If there's any way to get us going, let's throw a fucking prize on it. So, like, can I win? Can I beat you at something? Yes,
right.
Let's do it. Then. Let's try it. Way more into it.
So yes, we're gonna do. That'll start on the next episode. We will do our
official
weigh-ins and
with the fanciest scale you've ever seen.
You need moisturizer on your fucking feet.
So I don't have it. I don't have it right in front of me. It's actually on the table in front of our podcasting table, and I can't reach it. But the
thing is dope. It's sweet.
It's a smart scale, so it's like
you have to get an app.
There's an app. There's an app for it. It gives you like your
top of the line,
your BMI, your fucking weight,
all these indexes that I've never heard of.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like it's way over the top. So I was like,
gonna need a calculator to figure out who's gonna win this one.
So and I think we all established, right? So the winner we'll have to, whatever it is, I don't know what day February 1st is, but I think we're going to have to get together that day, do the official weigh-in.
Official weigh-in for
and we're going to do body or fat percentage or percentage of body weight, right?
Yep.
Is that how we decided?
Well,
that's a little different than like your percentage of your weight.
Yeah, percent body fat percentage.
Now, in fairness, we're all pretty close to the same weight right now, but there's some little differences.
He's got some advantages.
So like if say I'm starting at 300 pounds and I lose so much weight, someone that started off at 150 pounds, the same weight, like is going to be a big fucking difference in percentage.
Right.
So
right.
I think percentage of your total weight at the start lost is the cutoff. That's the winner.
Key.
I think that's what we'll do. So, and you can join us if you would like.
Yeah.
In this
honestly,
journey.
I don't think you could beat us.
No.
But you could
No,
try
you
to
definitely
join
can't
us.
beat us, but
you might be top 5.
you can. If
10
you
people
want
do,
to,
can
You
be
have a
top
good
5.
chance of at least being top 4. If you do it with us, I guarantee you will be top 4.
Yeah.
If you're the only one that doesn't. With us. I guarantee you have a chance of being top 4.
But Chad's got his gym set up in the garage.
So,
pretty much,
yeah,
right?
I have.
got
So
phases,
I just want to throw this out so everyone can hear it. We did talk a little bit about what kind of each of us set as a goal, what we think we can actually do in 1 month's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But is that like prime after you start or like first month? Because I feel like first month.
Well, the first month is what the competition is on.
right.
Oh, it's only just 1 month.
It's 1 month.
We're doing one. And
It's,
we can.
It's January 1st to. Well, I think we need to decide right now. Is it a 2-month thing?
Well, I think.
It could just be.
But you can't decide like January 25th that is now all of a sudden a 2-month when we said 1 month.
I feel like
no,
I
no,
might need some time to get.
Sounds like
Yeah.
you're gonna fucking lose, bud.
I know.
Is there a third place prize? Because just give it to Nick now.
I won't eat for a month, bud.
I seen that we just smashed all them nugs, bud.
Yeah,
Don't tell me you ain't eating for a month.
Competition's competition, bud.
I don't think you guys are ready.
I'll be in here looking like Edward
I think what
Scissorhands.
I think what we do is the first month will be what the prize is. That's when we'll get the prize for the first month, but then we can keep up with it and keep track.
I'm not
after
against like
that.
adding to it to do something to keep us going, but I think the competition
Is for the month
is
of
the
January.
month of January.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the competition.
So we will weigh next week on December 30th, and then
Yep,
the
yep.
competition will technically start the 1st. But if you want to get a day and a half of jump
just-
start, that's up
yeah.
to you. Whatever.
Oh,
But yeah.
this
So
fucking
Chad,
guy.
tell me, you're
What?
you're a little cocky about the whole situation. How many
Not on the
pounds?
table.
How many pounds did
Not
you
on the
think?
table?
Not on the table. It's gonna
Dude, that's
ring
gonna
into
be
the ear.
So loud.
Yeah.
Take your muffs off.
Are you kidding
No,
me?
it's for the podcast.
Sorry about him, guys.
Oh my God.
dude!
Leave it to Nick
Okay,
to bring
fucking
bottles.
Just, okay, fucking just do it already then. Just
Leave
do
it to Nick
This
to bring
is for
bottles
everybody. We can
that
do-
you
we
need
can do
a
this
bottle
together.
opener for.
Oh
We can
my
do this
God.
together as a squad.
Get out of here.
What a fucking
Just do
joke.
it. Oh, this is. We're
good.
Third
We're good.
time's a charm, I
All right,
guess.
fine.
Fuck.
Thanks,
that one
guys.
was on there, bud.
Okay, so I want to get back to this Biggest Loser thing real quick.
Okay.
So I
Yes.
asked Chad how much weight he thought he could lose in 30 days. In 30 days.
Yeah.
Chad, tell the people how much weight you think you can lose in 30 days.
So my goal, I think a solid number. I initially said was 15 to 20 pounds. But
a lot of weight.
it is a lot of weight.
It's a lot of weight.
But if you like me and just load up before our weigh-in, it might not be that bad to lose.
But I also look at
What's the
it.
official weigh-in attire? That's my question. Like, Nick can't have, like, bricks in his pockets, right?
No. So I
Is
think
there going to be, like, a pat-down before?
I think what
I'm gonna have.
I think what we
lead
need to
in
do.
socks
saying.
and shit.
We can't be in your socks, bud. It's barefoot because you got to be able to touch the
yeah.
thing.
I think what we need to do
my
is, let's how because we can't use the scale on the carpet. So we're gonna have to be downstairs.
We could get a board.
We
You
could get a
You
board.
could bring a board up here, set it on the board, and it would work fine.
I think gym shorts and like an athletic tee, like a jersey or something.
I said we
think
go
would be-
topless.
Yeah,
we could do
that'd be
topless.
sexy,
If it's
bud.
the fat weigh-in, I think you
Yeah.
have to be
Okay,
topless.
Yeah.
no, I'm fine with that.
So gym
Then we have
shorts.
it.
Gym shorts.
Gym shorts.
Yeah.
No socks.
I'm not even going to wear underwear. No, I will wear underwear for this one because I want more weight. I'm going to wear thick underwear this time, and I'm going to wear no underwear at the weigh-in.
He's gonna wear fucking wool.
my biggest gain is just to drink a bunch of liquid that day and be heavy
Right.
when we weigh in.
Anyway,
and then starve myself.
So that's the thing.
Sort of
so you guys keep us on. We will try to do updates weekly-ish.
So
we'll keep you guys checked in. Maybe even more than that because it's a big deal. We're gonna need some support.
Yes. Honestly.
If
you're
you
sitting
do
at 3 fatties that love eating and love drinking,
let us know who you think's gonna win. I mean, if
you know what we should do? We'll put a little vote thing up.
Right.
Oh
poll. Poll.
We'll put a poll up.
We'll throw a poll up on Facebook.
We'll see who people think is gonna win because I think it's me.
I don't think it's you.
You just keep on keeping on, man.
And you know what the shitty part about this?
I think it'll go the same way the screen looks. I think it'll go me, Chad, Nick.
Nope.
That's my top 3 right there. 1, 2, 3, right across the table. Me, Chad, Nick.
So the shitty part is, I think I've already lost like 5 pounds.
Loser.
Yeah, but no, you're doing it wrong,
dude. What were you thinking?
Why?
Well, so we started talking about
Twinkies,
this, and then
popcorn,
dude, all I've been doing is eating.
well, I do a
cultivating mass.
Yeah, easy, Mac.
I always thought I was more of a dentist.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You are definitely a dentist.
I've always thought of myself as more of a dentist. That always felt more like me.
Yeah, you are definitely a dentist. Nick's the Charlie.
Wow. Wow. I am still sitting here.
Wow.
Love you, brother.
That's all right. I think Chad's probably Frank, if we're being honest.
Oh.
Well, look at you with your fancy gold microphone.
Gold, 24 karat gold.
Oh,
most
shit.
expensive.
Chad was not. He wasn't happy enough with the microphones we had. So you
know
know what he did?
Yeah.
He just went ahead and bought him a gold-plated microphone.
And some fucking $500 fucking...
That he's so bougie about, he won't even let you see. He covers it with a little fucking foam thing.
Yeah, let him have it. Let him have a peek.
No.
Look at this
let
guy.
him. He don't even want to show you. You're not even...
the Bruno Mars song 24
Because
karat?
I can't shut my mouth. It's going to just...
Bud, we were lucky
That's not going
to
to sound good,
see
but
the
it's going
gold
to look
like.
good.
But now he won't let y'all see it.
Here it goes.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, hey, bud. Sorry, it was a little loud. Wow.
See, I don't know if they can even tell. Can you tell?
Oh,
it's
you
gold?
can tell it's gold. It's shining off the side of your face.
My goodness,
bud.
it's like Cleopatra's entourage, bud.
Look at his eyes, ladies. You can just see the gold.
He's taken.
He's taken. Sorry.
I am taken.
You know, the last thing any of you want is Carrie to come beating you or Chad up.
You don't need that, and I don't need that.
Right.
Oh shit!
Because if I'm just saying, like, if we're doing like a sibling fight situation, Chad's probably the only one I'm not taking in the setup. Like, I think Carrie's got your number.
Yeah.
Nick probably can handle Becky. She's feisty, but
as
long as she doesn't tear him up with too many bows, I think Nick can take her.
I could
Are
see
we
it like
hold on.
Like MMA. I'm thinking straight up MMA.
We're talking MMA straight up, like punches to the face.
I could see Becky just kicking me straight in the side of the dome.
She would probably just karate kid you and be done.
She'd fucking kick you from across the room.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have a chance.
You wouldn't even talk about reach, bud.
Yeah,
man,
be done, son.
Where did this come from?
I'm sorry.
I love it though.
I'm talking about Carrie beating up people that are flirting with Chad.
I beat the shit out of my wife. We got in a fight. What?
All I'm saying is I think Carrie could beat you up.
He was coming on at that side of it. That's where he was thinking. He thinks Carrie could.
I think Carrie could beat you up. That's where it all came from.
Yeah, she probably.
You brought it to a domestic abuse. I brought it to Carrie would beat your ass.
That's still domestic abuse.
I'm not gonna say my opinion because I don't want to risk it for the biscuit. So I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself.
Do you think Carrie or Chad wins in a fight?
God damn!
It's Carrie. I mean, guys, this is
I said no comment.
Okay, all right.
No comment.
All right.
I plead the fifth.
All right, now maybe
because I ain't trying to. Because I'm not saying I can take Carrie out, but if
I
say my opinion, then I might be throwing bows that I don't want to throw. So
I don't want to fight with Carrie or Becky.
No comment.
Oh fuck.
No comment.
I think I
would have a better chance against either one of yours than mine because she's got a lot of pent up aggression. She would love to just fucking
wail.
Yeah. You know, where at least against yours, like I don't think they're personally mad at me. Right. Just more like, oh, it's a fight. I'm gonna whoop your ass. Where like my wife would be like, remember this time? you know, like there's a lot more emotion behind those punches. Yeah. Like I just don't think I could handle that.
So maybe we should do couples boxing one night.
Like, fuck!
I think what we just established is that we don't want to do that
at all.
Okay. I said boxing. So you take Becky's legs out of the situation.
I don't know. She can still go an extra foot that you can't.
She's southpaw too. I don't know if I could see it coming from the left side.
She's a lefty?
Jab? Yeah, bud.
I don't know if I realized that.
Yeah, she's a
lefty.
Does
she do softball?
No, she swings right-handed, but
doesn't she throw right-handed?
She's right-handed too, doesn't she?
But she's left-handed. I'm telling you, she writes with her left.
She does a lot of things right-handed for a left-handed person. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know, guys. That doesn't make sense to me.
I know. She writes with her left hand. That's all I meant to say by that.
Okay, so this that whole Biggest Loser thing veered way off.
That got intense real fast. You know why? Because we got all this adrenaline pumping. We're so competitive. You know.
So
anyway,
moral of the story: me and Dave have been putting on pounds, and Chad's already trying to start to lean his diet out.
It wasn't on purpose.
I think I have the most to lose.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm with you.
There's a lot sitting.
There's a lot there, but a lot protecting what's going on.
I'm trying to take my my spare tire from more of like a 20-inch spare tire to like a donut situation.
Well, and I feel like Chad already he's got advantage because he's taller, but he's still thinner than us now.
I think he's just built thinner.
Yeah. I think it's going to be harder for you to lose more weight than me and David.
The weight is more spread out on you. Where me and Nick are built very similar. The only difference is he has little baby legs.
He's got little chicken legs.
He's got little chicken legs where I have fucking tree trunks over here that I can barely pick them up to take steps forward.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I feel like I'm already walking with ankle weights.
You could come out of this in the best shape. Me and David could lose some weight and still maybe just look a little thinner. You could come out and be like, hey.
I know Chad's gonna be the one that's ripped.
Right.
He's gonna get
gained weight, bud. Look at this.
He's gonna get
that's what I'm like.
Good.
That's what I've been thinking about. I'm like, shit. I don't know if I want to lift weights because muscle weighs more than fat.
I just don't think it's physically possible we could gain that much muscle
in a month.
In a month compared to how much fat we just have sitting there that can go away. Yeah. Just the odds are, this is a Katniss Everdeen situation. The odds are ever in your favor.
I pretty much need to be in the best shape of my life for this Joff's beard arts.
Now, here's a question. I actually was thinking about this. Do you think the Biggest Loser could actually hurt us in the beard arts competition?
If we do the beard arts competition in January,
well, that would definitely fuck us up. I just don't think that's a good idea from our standpoint.
Fucked. I mean, all three of us would just have to be like, all right, it's a cheat day.
I'll tell you right now,
it'd be a cheat day, but we'd just be lights out and not have to drink no beer. But
that's true. I don't plan on drinking a bunch of beer in the competition as it is. But
do you to get to that zone, you've got to drink some beer.
So, say we did it February, that first weekend in February. Say that's when we did the competition. Well, we're all coming off a month, of us going hard, trying to cut all the weight we can, probably having to cut out some of the drinking.
The majority of our drinks. I know for me, that's what I'm doing.
This fucker drinks
whiskey. It'll be a dry January.
Well, drinks like whiskey.
I'm trying to cut out, my idea is I'm just going to try to cut out beer. If I cut out beer, I think I'll be all right. I'm not worried about cutting out the whiskey. I still need to enjoy my life. Okay,
right. I got other.
There's not that many. There's not that many calories in a glass of whiskey. All right, let me enjoy myself. But then,
couldn't tell you.
Yeah, because they don't need to put it on
there. 6
there.
Tall boys, even if you cut down to 6 regulars, you know what I'm saying?
See what I mean? So you got to make. So what I'm saying is though, so that we won't be our alcoholic best, where I think you need to be in a drinking competition.
Yeah, I think that.
Because what happens if the first dart you're chugging half a beer? You haven't had a beer in a month.
Fucked up.
You just got fucked up on half a beer, bud.
You're just gonna have to just roll through the punches.
I'm just saying. I think we should make sure we spread out the competitions. so that we're not hurting ourselves. Because I think as a squad, we established the CND show. They're better competitors. They're better players.
They're better players.
They're just better at the game.
So I think we should plan on doing this beer darts challenge.
I think it's a springtime thing. That way we can do it outside.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe like March.
I think first thaw.
First thaw.
Yeah.
First thaw. Yeah. March would be about right. Mid-March.
Like, if anything, maybe when the snow is
St.
thawing,
Patty's Day?
but it's still there, and we could, dig out a section outside in the snow, but it's nice enough to be outside.
St. Patty's Day.
Boom.
That's what I'm saying, St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day, but instead of beers, we only drink Irish car bombs.
Oh, fuck.
Hard pass.
Talk about getting fucked up. Holy shit.
Hard pass. That's a lot.
But you say you weren't going to drink any beer, so why would you be drinking any Irish car bombs? Have some faith in yourself.
There's beer in Irish car bombs.
Factual. Yeah, there's also considerably.
There is a bunch of alcohol in that.
Yes, alcohol for sure.
I can't do it.
Okay,
I can't do it.
These are all ideas.
Y'all
Let me ask you guys this question. I was thinking about this today. Totally change it all up here.
Oh fuck. Okay.
So Christmas obviously is in what 2 days from right now. It'll be over by the time that this episode comes out.
Yes.
But so a lot of people have family coming into town to visit. So my question is this: if you could take someone who's never been to Des Moines to three worries me because I know how you guys are with lists. But if you could take someone who's never been to Des Moines to 3 places while they're here for 3 or 4 days to show them what Des Moines really is about, what are those 3 places? They can be restaurants, they can be activities, they can be landmarks. What are those 3 spots that you're taking?
Any time of year or just Christmas time?
Yeah.
For the sake of conversation, let's go anytime.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Any point during the year.
Okay, so I know on my list would be Sec Taylor. Go see a Cubs game.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. After that, walk around the East Village probably. I like
I
the
would
East
say
Village.
East Village nightlife.
Okay.
Nightlife. Even Court Avenue, you could loop that into East Village. Like that.
Yeah,
Okay. Just
so
like
downtown
nightlife.
nightlife.
Like somebody would,
Downtown Des Moines.
if it was a tourist, obviously, or like you want to experience Des Moines, that's where you're going to meet Des Moines people.
Okay.
Not a lot
Yep.
of them.
Yep. So, shit, you could roll that up in one night.
I also
Hit a
feel like-
I was about to
baseball
say,
game
just
and
go
then
after the game.
go right
Yeah.
after the game.
But I felt like if we were ever to attract like a really big artist, I don't think I'd want him to go to Wells Fargo to like represent Des Moines.
Like a concert there, you mean?
I would say the auditorium in Sherman Hills.
Hoyt Sherman?
Hoyt Sherman.
Oh, yeah.
But that
I
place is beautiful on
It
the
is.
inside.
It is
But
really
like,
nice.
I think if you want to go to like a show, if you want to have like a fun show, you're going to Valair.
Yeah.
Like if you're like
Yeah.
that's like the
That's what I'm
party
saying.
spot.
If I wanted somebody to see like the culture of Des Moines, though, like
Okay.
Hoyt
I
Sherman.
think-
Well, that's a
Hoyt
pretty spot
Sherman-
in town. That's a
Yeah.
beautiful spot. I
Yeah.
get you.
Yeah.
So
that would because that's the oldest part of Des Moines. So I mean, like,
Okay, I'm with you.
you're that's OG right there.
So for me, ironic that we just came from the Biggest Loser talk to this. Most of mine revolve around food. So
I think food is completely separate. Like,
but like that's what you're gonna do. Like so, like when my cousins come into town, like I take them to go eat. Like
Right.
that's what we go do. So like that's kind of showing them. So for me, Tasty Tacos. Gotta go Tasty Tacos. Love my Tasty Tacos. Best tacos. My cousins from New York love the Tasty Tacos. So okay. Second, Bebop's.
Bebop's for sure.
You gotta go hit some Bebop's. Like that's Des Moines right there. There's a lot of places that serve good burgers, but like if you want a Des Moines classic burger,
Bebop's.
Bebop's. Number 3, and a little offended you guys didn't bring this up yet. The Iowa State Fair.
Oh yeah.
I love the fair,
well,
and you're
but
talking
see-
about wanting to
But
see
to me,
people.
like
you
I
wanna
know, but to me, the fair's not Des Moines. The fair's a state.
sure. I mean,
So,
it is the Iowa
you
State
see a
Fair.
lot of country ass folk in that motherfucker.
That's
that don't
fine,
live
but
in
where's
Des
it
Moines.
held in?
It's held in Des Moines.
Held
You're
in Des
correct.
Moines.
You're right. But there's a lot of tourists, a lot of visitors, a lot of family that are.
Well, yeah, they get like
there.
a million people there a year. It's a
Yeah.
big deal. It's
And
like the best state fair in the country, and it's held in our city.
It's
So,
true.
like, if you're, you're talking
I'm
about
just
people coming
about-
for concerts, like, they redid that whole thing. It's really nice there for concerts.
I know.
they took out the
2020
racetrack though.
Yeah, I know. 2022 though,
Not
we
my
got
problem.
a guy about to get him a fucking ribbon, but
Yeah, buddy.
mullet con.
Someone
Mullet
has to,
competition.
since Elliot decided to cut his off, so it's all. I put all my chips on Chad now.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll be there
do
to
that.
support because that's how you win. We learned.
Yeah.
We learned.
I
our
gotta
mistake
get
from last
as-
year. Dustin's mullet looked fucking tits. I think he took like 4th or 5th place. It's because we didn't have the crowd support. There was only like 6 of us.
So the good news is, obviously, by the next competition, we will have thousands, if not tens of thousands, of
followers.
podcast
And we
followers.
You guys should all.
You guys
be
and
there
everyone will
and-
come there for Mullet Day.
Yeah. Yep.
and root on our guy here. And
Root on
he's been
our
working
fearless
it,
leader.
and I can't wait to see it come August. It's gonna look beautiful.
is going to be tight.
I think another thing that's very important with that is you got to do the decoration on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking a Chevy
the guy
bow
that
tie.
won. That's what I'm saying. Bow ties on the side. Let them
on
fly.
Both
baby.
sides.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking a bow.
I think you need to go one and like
a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Fucking American flag.
I was thinking if you really want to bring in like the Iowa State Fair fandom, put a fucking Busch logo on the side. Busch Light.
Busch Light.
Yeah.
Busch lattes. In
That'd
my
be
opinion,
a little difficult to do.
Inferior beer, but it's very popular. Probably because people like it because it doesn't actually taste like anything, so I can drink a lot of it. Just my opinion. Fuck Busch Light.
Okay. Well. Wow. It's aggressive.
Anyway. But anyway, so those are my three: Tasty Tacos, Bebops, Iowa State Fair.
I'm trying to think. So I only had two. I'm trying to think of what the third place would be. I wouldn't take them to the fair. I'm not even a big fan of the fair anymore.
The fair.
I
love the fair.
I'm over it.
Dude, I love it. I love all the food. I love walking around fucking Iowa craft beer tent.
Fucking, dude, all the different food they have there.
Man, that's because we keep liking food.
I know. Everything we do is talk about food.
Right.
Just imagine, like, a month from now, we're going to be like, guys, my cauliflower crust was so good. Like, the broccoli I had for lunch was delicious. You know, we're going to be like,
I was
fucking
disappointed, though, because speaking of fair food, I always stop at the Rib Shack.
Okay.
Get a little brisket, mac and cheese, just to give it a little taste.
That's what is that, down from Knoxville, right?
Yeah, and then we went to a race, like a week after my birthday, down in Knoxville. I don't think it was Nationals.
Yeah.
And factory from work threw us all some tickets and shit. We went down there. The Rib Shack's at the racetrack. Fucking, they were out everything. It was hot garbage. I'm like, disappointed.
That sucks.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Rib Shack's pretty good though.
Yeah.
If they have food, they're down by like the old Western barbecue place.
Well, if he doesn't like the fair, of course.
I've been to it so many times.
And he was with us this last year, and he was salty the whole time. I couldn't figure out why.
I hate that.
We went to the fair together. Chad was fucking high-stepping around the whole time, not talking to nobody.
I feel like the fair would be the perfect spot for you. You get all dressed up, you do your Ranger Rick thing.
That's what he needs to dress out like full dad mode at the fair, and then
I think you would enjoy it a lot better. Like you'd be way more into it if you just like let your insides out.
No, I'm trying. There's something happened like on the way to the fair. I can't remember what.
Yeah,
was it the traffic on the way to the fair? Because that always pisses me off.
He was salty about something. He wouldn't talk to nobody that night. It's all good. I was mad.
No,
I was still have a good old time. But
I love going to the fair.
We had because we picked up Carrie's friend from work as well.
Yeah,
and so there was just shit going on, and like I don't like going to the fair anyways. So like being at the fair, I was like, I don't want to be here. Like,
that's never fun.
But it's fun because
good old grumpy Gus.
I'm so positive, but I was like, it ain't gonna affect me. But
positive at the fair. Didn't you get in a fight at the fair?
Hold on. That was a whole different other thing.
What?
Okay, but isn't that like one of the big like stories? Is that like you got in a fight? Because it was the night I was sick on the couch.
I was going to say, the reason why we got in a fight is because David didn't fucking make it.
Because I wasn't there.
Hootie and the Blowfish. This was
and Bare Naked Ladies.
Was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
It was just 2 years ago.
Yeah, and a Bare Naked Ladies. So we get there.
Bare Naked Ladies and Hootie and the Blowfish,
bud.
The only thing I've ever wanted to see in my whole life.
But it was beautiful.
It would have been.
And nothing killed my vibe that night until after. So no big deal.
Even though the fact I wasn't there? Wow.
Yeah, I was salty at first. You weren't there. So there's a whole different other story. You're like, I'm sick.
You've got a lot of stories.
I ain't sick. If I don't have COVID, I ain't sick enough for fucking the goddamn Hootie, bud. I could have been on my deathbed. I'm seeing Hootie.
But I was pretty fucking sick, though. Like, I was
the only chance ever that I'm going to see Hootie. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going, bud.
This was pre-COVID, wasn't it?
It was pre-COVID.
Yeah, it was 2019.
Yeah. 2017?
2019.
Oh, I thought you said 17. I'm like, wow.
But basically,
2019.
Okay.
There was fucking Ruthie signs everywhere. And I see these fuckers walking around with Ruthie, and I'm like, the fuck am I standing here drinking a Bud Heavy?
Yeah, tell us about the fight at Hootie.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
So, basically, I saw these guys. They had Ruthie.
Ruthie signs everywhere.
Ruthie signs everywhere. People with Ruthie. I stopped this guy. I'm like, where the fuck did you get that Ruthie at, dude? I'm standing here drinking a Bud Heavy. Like, this is America. And I don't want a Bud Heavy.
Where they make Bud Heavy. I mean,
well, I know.
God bless America.
Exile local. But anyway, I was like, where the fuck are you getting these things at? And they're like, you have to actually go up, like, in the grandstand, in the second floor of the grandstand inside, and that's where they're serving these Ruthies. I'm like, fuck, okay. So I take the 20-minute trek from the grass outside up to the second floor. We're standing in line, fucking Ruthie. Okay, cool. One of Becky's ex-flames happened to be with a person that I know, and they approached me, and it was just awkward because my buddy was talking to me, and her ex-flame was trying to talk to her, so I was just instantly pissy. I'm like, oh, I came up here to get Ruthie's, now for some dude to like hit on my girl. Like, that's cool. So I'm pissy at this point. So I got like 3 Ruthie's. And I just wasn't talking, so I just wanted to go back. And Bare Naked Ladies were getting a start, so I'm getting real pissy because I was trying to make it back down.
Right. You don't want to miss that.
It probably felt like it took you 1 week to get there.
Oh, dude, yeah, and 1 week to get back. There's fucking people everywhere.
1 week. It's a Bare Naked
Oh yeah, it's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Nick's just fucking glossing over me.
I am. I was salty.
Go for it.
So we get back down onto the deck. Bare Naked Ladies comes on. So I was so shocked at how old they looked that I forgot that it was the 90s.
Well, it's not even like the regular lead singer, is it? I thought
it is. No, it was. Dude.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think,
19?
Yeah. Bud. They're old. They're older than I thought they were.
Right. Tell me about it.
And so they actually put on a good show, though. I just couldn't believe that I was looking at the Bare Naked Ladies and they all had gray hair.
I heard they stole the show, actually.
Dude, they did a good job.
I heard Bare Naked Ladies was better than Hootie.
I was so prepped for Hootie.
You can't say that about Hootie. Like, you can't say nothing bad about Hootie.
No, you can't. No, and the best thing about Hootie is like Let Her Cry. When he did Let Her Cry, he fucking picked some random ass dude in the crowd, and they pulled him on stage, and it was just some random ass guy. And he got up there, and Hootie let him sing Let Her Cry to his wife and like propose to her and shit, or his fiance. On stage. That's
pretty dope.
But
nice.
he was like, Hootie's like, hey man, I'm gonna let you start this song. We're gonna start playing when you're ready, and you let me know when you're done with the vocals. And the dude just fucking rocked the whole song.
Nice.
Like it was.
I think I saw a video of that.
Yeah, it was super dope. And the thing about Hootie though, like Bare Naked Ladies, they had a better vibe, but I think a lot of people there were there to see Bare Naked Ladies too. So like their vibe was a little different. But Hootie live, there is no vocal change.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds exactly like he fucking does. Like
yeah.
He records live. So what he records and his music sounds like on his albums literally sound 100% to the T. Like no voice altercation.
Yeah.
I've seen so many bands that like you're like, oh
yeah, it's not even,
that's
so
not studio.
I don't necessarily like going to concerts because a lot of times it doesn't sound like
the same at all.
Right.
Not even close.
The one I went to that the same thing. It sounded exactly like if you were playing the CD. Was Judah and the Lion. At Valair.
That was that was the dope show.
Dude, that's the best show I've ever been to. It was fantastic. Part of it because they sound like in person what they sound like if you were listening on the radio.
Right.
Yeah.
And that makes it way more enjoyable. The show itself was fucking bonkers too. That was great.
Sometimes the crossover between studio and live is fucking off.
Some people sound a whole lot different
when they actually smoked out and drunk as fuck out there on stage trying to sing and shit. And like, man, I sound like ass.
Puddle of Mud.
Papa
Is that
Roach.
the one? Okay, I haven't seen either one of these.
Really?
But I tell you a good story about Papa Roach one time too.
I've seen Papa Roach plenty of times, and they've always sounded great.
But I like Papa Roach. Okay,
Chad, when you tell a story, will you pour me some of that Four Roses?
You want some Four Roses?
Yeah. Say, judge me if you want. I like Papa Roach. I
like Papa Roach.
No, I like Papa Roach too.
We went and seen Trapped.
Oh,
Yeah.
Trapped.
Stone Sour.
Trapped was the shit.
Skillet. Creed,
Thank
which
you.
I love Creed, but I was really not too excited
Dude,
that they
I
were
love
there.
Creed.
And then the
Creed was
headliner
Nickelback before
was
Nickelback was
Papa
Nickelback.
Roach. I went to Cedar Falls in the little arena there or whatever.
That lineup sounds like this was like early 2000s.
It would be like
05?
No, 09, 10. That was it was after I graduated high
I could
school.
see that, yeah,
It was
after
18.
high school.
But it was right after. Like I said, Creed was meh. And
Well, at that point, Creed was like at that. That was like
they're
they weren't
into
like
their
their big
run.
part.
Papa Roach was on fire, and Skillet was on fire. They were new. They were the hot coming thing. But
Yeah.
Stone Sour was still rolling.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, good show. And then actually, Skillet really killed the show, 100%. Like live, the dude smashed his fucking violin and shit. Like,
Yeah.
they were going ham. Creed came out, kind of killed the whole vibe. They did a good job, but like
So you guys did not accept them with arms wide open.
But that's what I'm saying. Like everything leading up to that point was like building energy, and then Creed came in and just like swiped
and put
it
him
all
6
away.
feet from the edge.
Look, and you know what? Literally, that was their sacrifice.
So Papa Roach, so Papa Roach comes out, and I'm like, man, he's got to turn all these people back the fuck up.
It was their last resort.
Yeah, you guys are on one right now.
Fucking nailed it.
He literally did like 3 songs and got booed off stage, and that was it.
The Papa Roach guy?
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, they
Jacoby?
really cut his life into pieces.
Done. Oh, man. Just done.
Man, they really got away with murder.
Tell you what, those scars will remind him for a long time.
Those scars were wide open.
Yes. I thought that's where you were going. I didn't know I was going to get scars in. I'm like, please.
That's exactly where I was going.
Awesome.
Oh,
God.
well, gentlemen.
If you ever want to go somewhere and get Creed, Papa Roach, like, wow.
It was, and like I said,
We're not even a music show, but we can do it
the
all,
whole
guys.
show was really good. I'm not gonna lie, the whole show was really good. And like I said, I don't even think it was Papa Roach's fault. I honestly feel like Creed came in and just fucking flatlined the crowd, and then they're like, "Wow, we just lost all this energy." And then Papa Roach come out, fucking
they were ready to
full
hit
guns,
it,
fucking rolling, and it was like, everybody died, and it was late.
I don't think I have
Everybody
any more
else was
Papa
late.
Roach references. I think I'm out. Like that's.
It was a good time though.
I think that's about all I got for Papa Roach.
Because I saw him twice.
Yeah, off the top of the
I
dome.
did see him in Davenport one time too. With
So speaking of music, rock music in general, especially some stuff that's old. I was listening to Lazer this morning. They were talking about like the top. Some website had put out a top like 21 songs of the year. And in this, like at the top, was a new Limp Bizkit song. Dude, have you guys heard that like Limp Bizkit is back? They're doing a whole thing.
It's
Fred Durst has got like a whole different
or something.
Right. So the song that was on this list is called Dad Vibes.
Dad Vibes, that's what it was.
And I knew that they had come out with some new stuff. He was rocking this whole like gray hair mustache thing. He's doing a whole different thing. But I hadn't heard any of the music. So I had to check out this song, Dad Vibes.
How was it?
I liked it. He's like, I liked it.
You know what? Limp Bizkit gets a bad rap.
They were like Andy Hall came on the radio like fucking ripping into about how this song, and I'm like,
it's because he was always behind Blue Eyes.
I see what you're trying to do here.
I'm just trying to get one.
You know,
he's over here just he's just gonna break stuff.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
We all know Nick has always done it all for the nookie.
Chocolate starfish and
hot dog flavored water. Yes,
that's what we did it for.
Oh my god.
Anyway, let's just keep rolling.
Hey, fun fact about.
But anyway, this song. You should check out this song, Dad Vibes.
Dad Vibes.
It's actually a good fucking song.
I've heard it's really good. I haven't listened to it yet.
Do you know where the music video was recorded?
For Rollin'?
Yeah.
Des Moines, Iowa.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
No, about to blow your mind. On the top of the World Trade Centers, like 2 weeks before the fuckers went down.
Oh, I think I did know that. Actually,
I did not know that.
I remember hearing that fact.
Well, and then they tried to get permission multiple times, but there was a lot of threats on the World Trade Centers before they went down, and they wouldn't let them do it. But they were up. It was like September 1st. You can YouTube it, and we'll show you like the date in the video. But
that's crazy.
They put a full set on the top of one of the World Trade Centers, and they fucking performed.
I'll be honest, I don't know if I remember what the music video
that's
to
it.
Rollin'.
Well, there's two. There was 2 videos. There was the one that was just a song, and then they did the urban assault vehicle after it was a hit, and then that was a whole different thing. It was like in Cali and shit, and fucking rolling around. But
Limp Bizkit,
they were on top of the World Trade Centers like 2 weeks before they went down. It's wild.
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember. I think like the Limp Bizkit memory that sticks to my head is I was at a Boy Scout camp.
Oh shit!
And they were having like a ceremony where
you
like
eat a brownie once.
Wasn't a Boy Scout, but I ate a brownie once. Anyway, but like so they're doing it's like a summer camp, so like introducing all like the counselors and shit. We're like in an amphitheater over a river. It's very nice, very naturey. But anyway, so the song that they played to announce was fucking rollin', and I'm like, because I'd heard we talked about before, you take like your older siblings' CDs and stuff. I'm like, I was listening to my brother's Limp Bizkit, so I knew the song. I'm like, and they're fucking, but it was funny because they had like the clean version,
right?
So it played for a while, but like it was very a lot of bleeps.
Cuts. Like, if I
changed a lot of things in that song.
If I remember correctly, and this is back a ways. Now that's what I call music. Volume
Don't get
3.
me fucking started.
3?
I think it was 3.
We can't do this
3
again.
out of 3 million.
Had Limp Bizkit on. Maybe it was 5. I don't remember which one. It was one of the early ones.
Yeah.
And it had Nookie on it.
Yes.
But it was, I'm pretty sure.
Was it the Cookie Monster one?
I did it all for the cookie.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the version that was on there.
So you can take that cookie. Just take
Yeah. And it was funny because I had the Now CDs, right? And so I'd get into daycare before.
You were listening to Limp Bizkit while you're going to daycare?
So this was like after school daycare, and like.
Okay, hold on. How old were you? Like my kids go to daycare, they're like 5. I was listening to Limp Bizkit when I was like 12.
Well, I still had summer daycare. Because my parents worked all the time, and we went to Ivana's house. Ivana, right up the street.
Right up the street from my house. And we never hung out when we were kids.
That's what I'm saying, and we never crossed paths. We were 4 houses away.
It's like 11 houses.
But still. But we were on the same street.
Numbers.
Just to point out, rest in peace, Crestview Drive. Like, my mom just moved out of the only house she's ever lived in.
My mom still lives on Crestview. It's crazy.
The only house my mom has ever lived in since I've been born, she moved out of last week. Wow.
Yeah. My stepdad lives right up there. Ivana lives here, and you go around the curve like you're heading down to your mom's house. He lives on the
my mom's old house.
Yeah, sorry. He lives on the other side of the street, like right there.
Too soon.
The first house or second house.
It's crazy. Yeah, if you ever want to try to move someone that's lived in a house for over 30 years, don't.
Yeah, just come bring a trailer and say sorry, bro. Love you.
Yeah, thank God for Nick coming in clutch. We were already on our second U-Haul, and Nick had to bring the trailer over so we could even try to get all the stuff out of this house.
It did not.
What time? It was dark. I don't know what time it was. It was like 8 o'clock when you came over?
8 o'clock, yeah.
Wow.
Because we were supposed to be here at 7.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
I'm sorry, guys. The last one is definitely on me. 100%
that was the last.
on me.
That was the last week. We
were supposed to do Saturday, and then I fucking...
Yeah, so I messed up Thursday, then we were going to move to Saturday, and then Nick totally fucked that one up.
Yeah.
And then here we are.
Yeah. So, we can get into...
fuck this one up, too.
We were real close.
Yeah.
This dishwasher about ruined our lives.
Yeah. Fancy Cadillacs.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, we've been gone for a month.
Too
long.
It's been. I think what did we look at before? So
today 22nd was the last released.
The day we're recording this one,
people come up to me in person and say we just fell apart.
Do you know what that means, though? That means that multiple people are listening to the show, and thank you to those multiple people.
Yep.
Check it out. Please tell your friends.
We all have life.
Life
happens.
Please tell your friends. Share our posts. Let people know what we're doing, because obviously we're hilarious.
Clearly.
4 roses.
Yeah. So we what you need 4 roses?
No, not yet.
No, he hasn't even made it through.
I told you my glass still keeps getting bigger.
That's because the ice is melting.
Yeah.
That's what's happening to the seaboards, bud. The glaciers are melting.
I don't think there's any glaciers left.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's gone.
There's not going to be Florida left after that.
No, it was.
I don't remember. So I think we waited 2 weeks. It was going to be the week after Thanksgiving.
Right.
And I don't remember. Oh, I was sick.
No, I think was that when you were sick, or
that
was Carrie?
That was when I was sick. So I was sick, and I was working a lot because I have my seasonal job, and so I was like up to that point, COVID. I was at like 80 hours or something in the week, and I was not feeling well. So I was like, we're gonna cancel this week. We'll move it to next week. Well, then Carrie ended up getting COVID, so we locked the house down, like nobody coming in or leaving or nothing. So it was like, obviously these boys weren't going to be able to come over, so we had to put it off another week. And then after that, it was last week. I think
was that only just last week? I thought we had another one in between there.
We might have.
We did have another one.
I don't remember what it was, but yeah, we've hit some speed bumps, but we're gonna get back into it.
America.
Yep, we're gonna be putting out some hopefully more
weekly
continuous content. Right?
So what we're gonna So what we're gonna do going forward, starting in the new year,
we're just gonna crank the throttle up.
So we're going to go from bi-weekly to weekly.
Woohoo!
So and a little behind the scenes, we're recording the whole thing in one day. So we're going to split it up. So we'll record for like 3 hours of content, split it up into like hour and a half episodes. Put one out one week, one out the next week. Right. That way you guys have more content to listen to.
You don't forget about us.
So you don't forget about us. I know you probably have already with this month off.
Thank you to everyone that's liked the page.
Facts.
Yeah, we
trying to get to 7.5 million followers. Whenever we get there, we'll do the craziest giveaway you've ever seen.
Spoiler alert:
we'll give away
a house, literally.
It'll be a gingerbread house, but we'll give it away.
Oh, I never said what kind of house, so yes, it will be a house.
I think I actually own like the first 4 seasons of the series house. We can give those away. Fine, that's fine.
Fucking perfect.
Would you give away per episode or
I do per disc, which is probably like 3 or 4 episodes per disc. You know,
I was just trying to see how many winners we had.
Well, we're gonna have our. So what'd you say? 7.5 million.
Yeah, 7.5 million.
Yeah, so about every million follower, I can give out a disc.
That's everything loaded together.
Yeah, no. Facebook, I'm thinking YouTube. Once we hit 7.5, that
7.5 million or 7.5 people.
7.5 people would be fine.
That might be more doable, like closer. Is all I'm saying.
Well, I'm just thinking like that 500,000th subscriber of the 7.5 million.
Okay,
that would be our winner.
That's the one.
Wow. That would be the winner.
How
that would win
track
the house.
Something like that.
Fuck if I know.
There's gotta be an algorithm for that.
This is why we need
we need a social media
guru.
Intern.
We need an intern. We need somebody.
Where the fuck is he at?
Like, do you guys remember Van Wilder?
I should say he could be a she, but
sure.
Yeah.
Do you remember Van Wilder when he had Raj? Like that was like his little helper.
Yes.
Was it Raj or is that Big Bang Theory?
So. Well, Raj is also Big Bang Theory, but I'm pretty sure you're right.
Either way, because it's the rise of... Oh, it's Taj. That's what it is. It's Taj. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Don't cancel me. But
don't cancel.
So he had...
Cancel culture is a thing.
But he had Taj, right? And like that was his guy. He followed him around a clipboard. He had all this stuff. That's what we need.
Wasn't
as
it
a podcast?
Could you just be standing back here by the eye?
No, he like sits over here.
He sits over there camera.
Out of camera.
Like he's the one that, like when we need a beer
pointed on him. So like when he wants to chime in with some shit, we can slip it over to him, and then he can pop in. And then otherwise,
we would allow him to pop in.
Or her. I don't know if we do allow him to pop in. Like,
oh sure.
No, has he made it?
I don't know. You remember?
Have they made it?
Have they?
I know. Use your proper
gender
pronouns.
fucking neutral.
Jesus.
Like, do you remember though? Previously, when we did have a temporary intern, like they got to chime in occasionally.
He
did have a microphone.
I'm not gonna say they.
I'll be honest though, probably more talking than he should have.
If we'd ever released the golden episode, these people
we actually went back and forth.
The genesis of the show.
We have a misagreement of votes.
Misagreement.
I think what we decided
was
the 100th
episode. Can that be our first
episode.
T-shirt? Is Memorex and misagreements?
Yeah. Or
making Memorex and misagreements.
Grizzly bear versus a gorilla.
We can't.
No.
We can't go back. We can't go back.
And you know, there's
the past is the past.
If I could turn back.
There's only a very.
So okay, hold on. Quick second. So we're driving to a movie last night. We're taking all the kids to a movie. We're gonna go watch Elf in the theaters. It's a whole big thing.
Oh, I love Elf.
Okay.
Love
it. Fantastic movie, right?
Yeah.
Super funny. Not one I watch a lot, but like when you do, you realize, oh my god, this is so funny, right?
We watched it the other week or last week, yeah.
But so we're going, and the 2 older kids are in the back, and they're singing, "If there's life after love after love," and I'm like, are they singing Cher?
Do you believe?
Do you believe? Yeah.
Love? I can feel it in my elbows.
Right? Yeah. Like, do you believe in life after? And I'm like, do they know Cher? They're singing Cher right now.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's my
shit. And then, man. It's a great song. I'm not disagreeing with that. But like, I wasn't expecting my 5 and 8-year-old to be singing Cher in the backseat of the car.
Cher's so fucking just beast.
It's a good song.
Everybody knows Cher. Everybody.
Well, yeah. If you only need one name, then you're good. Like,
oh yeah, you've made it.
Yeah,
we
Cisco.
Down, like a truck. I was like, what? Baby, move your butt.
Let me see that dog. Oh yeah, that was
Yes!
Good sesh. See the album / mixtape may come out soon.
Oh my God!
We're gonna be doing
the greatest covers of all time.
Well, we should have done a Christmas album.
Bud,
we could have done a Christmas album.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Okay,
Elvis.
Do you guys listen to Christmas music before Christmas? Are you guys Christmas music people?
I throw it on at work just to give them some vibes, bud.
When do you start?
Well, I only did this year, like a week ago.
So this week you spent time.
It was time. I'm like, I put my Charlie Brown Christmas tree up and said, boys, we're gonna roll out.
So I really enjoy Christmas music, but like you said, it's that week before.
Right.
I can't go much.
Can't
more
go
than
too much. I do like a month before. I'm like burned out.
Yeah, you can't start at Thanksgiving. These people are crazy. I'm sorry, but that's wrong.
Yeah.
I agree.
Thank you, Chad.
But I also don't listen to Christmas music, so
okay. Well,
I could really see you being a Mariah Carey fan, but that's cool.
No,
I just got in a little bit of a verbal confrontation with a gentleman at work about Mariah Carey the other day, because we're talking about Christmas music, and he's like, "Well, the one song I hate is All I Want for Christmas."
I'll be on for Christmas. Yeah.
All I want for Christmas.
All I Want for Christmas.
And I'm like, dude, you don't actually hate that. Like, you hate it because it's popular to hate it. Okay, you hate it because you're being told to. You don't hate.
It's like hating Nickelback.
You don't hate Mariah Carey. Okay, you don't hate Mariah Carey. So I played another Mariah Carey song, and he's like, you know what? It's not that bad. I actually enjoy Mariah Carey. And I'm like, of course you do, because you're actually experiencing Mariah.
And her voice is beautiful.
It's a beautiful voice.
Like an angel.
It's a voice of an angel for sure.
Billboard just put out their top 10 artists of all time.
Mariah
list.
Carey's
Of any artist, like just in general,
artists.
just
the Beatles. The Beatles were number 1. Mariah Carey was like number 5.
Mariah Carey number 5.
Pretty sure it was like number 5.
Okay,
yeah.
I could see like 9, but 5. I'll give her 5.
Rihanna was 10.
High.
Rihanna was 10.
I feel like Rihanna
at
worldwide would be
10.
more listened to than Mariah Carey, but maybe not.
Mariah Carey
you get
is
fans
specifically
every
that.
year because someone will hear "All I Want for Christmas,"
Yeah,
and then
you're
the
right,
real people will be like, you know what? She has a beautiful voice. Let me see what else she
has
sings.
1,000 other albums.
Yes, there's a lot of other music.
Yeah.
I think
Is she still married to Nick Cannon though? Is that still a thing? That's a good.
No, Nick Cannon's got like 9 other kids since then.
Yeah, he's a regular Antonio Cromartie.
Yeah, and Josh Jacobs.
I've heard about
Did
this.
you hear about this?
My goodness.
He's now having his 9th child with his 8th different woman, but his 8th child is the same baby mamas as his 9th child.
So he's committed.
Interesting.
He's committed now.
Yeah.
It took him 8 ladies
How many
to
kids
figure.
does Philip Rivers have?
They have 11.
Yeah.
Or 9. They might actually be at 9.
Gosh darn. So
9's probably
He's
pretty low.
waiting. I would say he's going to get up to 11 so he can field a football team.
Yeah.
Well, he coaches high school now, so
Yeah.
But yeah. So Antonio Cromartie was the OG.
Right.
I'm gonna pay. He made millions of dollars a year, but he made $100,000 a year because of all of his baby mamas and all the child support.
Yep.
Unless he did it all in Texas, and he's like, haha, bye.
Bye.
That's what that whole thing with Tristan Thompson's about.
Tristan Thompson. Oh, Chloe's baby daddy.
Knocking up that chick in Texas, but she moved to Cali so she could get child support because she couldn't get it in Texas.
I don't know anything about any of this.
Yeah.
Do you want me to phone a friend? Lacey would know all about this, celebrity
do we need
relationship
to call?
stuff.
It caught my attention.
Do we
one
need
day,
to call
and
Carrie?
This is very much
I was
her
more
step.
concerned why they weren't paying child support in Texas, but I'm not saying this like people don't, but it's much easier
to get out of
child support in Texas, and just not be there for your kid, which is a piece of shit move.
Yeah, that's not good. Don't do that.
Joe Rogan just moved to Texas.
Love it.
Oh, last year. Yeah.
I guess it was a year.
It was last year. It was right after the pandemic that he moved down.
Yeah.
But Tesla did just move their entire operation to Texas.
Elon just moved to Austin.
Off a whole city. Well, it's a town, but it's a city.
Elon people either hate Elon or they love him.
Well, think about it. You've just been living your life for the last 50, 60 years, hanging out in your own little small town, and now a guy's fucking shooting rockets off in your backyard.
Did you Did you see him in
what the fuck happened here, bud?
Did you see him and who was it? Elizabeth
nowhere.
Warren got into it on Twitter?
No.
And she was like, she called him like the richest freeloader and all this and that because he doesn't work for his money or nothing like that, and he needs to pay his taxes. Elon Musk is paying like
doesn't he pay like $11 billion?
he's paying like $5 billion in
Yeah,
taxes this year. It's like the highest ever paid in U.S. history, and people are like,
Well,
this motherfucker needs to pay taxes.
Well, hold on. That's the reason why, because a lot of his salary was like converted into
It's all stocks. Yeah.
So it was. He never had to prove it, but now that he owns so much of these companies and like millions of other companies like all over the place.
Well, he's doing well for himself.
Yeah, now he's got to pay corporate gains on it and shit, which is less than paying regular income tax, but that's why he never had to pay taxes, is because he wasn't.
Didn't he just sell like $500 million worth of his stock anyway?
Yeah,
because of a Twitter poll.
Something like that, yeah.
Well,
wasn't that something like
I
he
seen
asked
one
people?
that they told him that he has enough money to solve world hunger.
Yeah,
and he said, hey,
yeah, you brought that up, yeah.
And he was like, fine, show me how you're going to do it, and I'll pay for it.
I said I dug into that. And I feel like we could dig into that, because it could possibly be a thing. You're thinking of distribution. You're thinking if somebody else is willing to pay for it. Obviously, I don't have the money for that shit. But if we could mathematically figure out how much money it was going to cost, but I don't know if you could do worldwide distribution. You could almost pick countries at a time, and you could probably make it.
Was it world hunger or U.S. hunger?
I think it was world hunger.
Yeah, so
I think that was the whole situation.
Would be tricky. But you could start where you live. So he lives in America. We'll start there. Boom.
Yikes.
You could end it very well.
Yeah, I mean,
we have transportation. We have all. If he could come up with a number that he was willing to spend,
I don't think the number's the issue. I think he wants someone else to figure out the plan.
Yeah,
how to you tell me the plan, everything. And whatever the number is, I'll pay it. I think is kind of where he's at. Yeah, he's like, if you can tell me it costs me this much, and then no one will ever go hungry again, he's like, yeah, deal, pay for it. If you say I have enough money to do it, I'll do it right now. But the problem is no one is coming. No one has an action because how do you make a plan to?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to be a fucking Debbie Downer, but I don't think there is a solution.
It's like the fair again.
I don't think there is a solution to world hunger. Because I mean, yeah, you could solve it for maybe like a year, but what happens when those supplies run out? You're gonna have to keep investing money into.
I think it has to be sustainable, which is part of probably why he's like, if you show me the plan, show me how. Like, you don't just end it today. No, like no one's hungry today.
No. I understand that, but I'm just saying I don't think there's a way, because part of the problem is that in these countries that there is an abundance of starvation, is that there's a lack of funds and a lack of food to. I mean, that's
right.
What you know what I mean?
A lot of those same places are places that are like run by like fucking warlords and shit.
Right.
Where they're like, we'll have plenty of food, but like I'm gonna keep all of it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, like when you look at the United States, we got a bunch of food.
Oh, we throw so much food away.
We throw so much away, and there's people that are homeless and can't eat. Not even homeless, that can't eat, but we just throw shit away as a society. Because I mean, a steak at fucking Johnny's compared to a steak at Hy-Vee or compared to a steak at the fucking meat locker, you got 3 different prices. Is because that's how our nation was built. Is sometimes the service is worth more than what you're actually.
Well, even like the fact that like
they throw all their waste.
We're throwing a bunch of food away because, and it's like illegal for you to eat it because then I might get in trouble for having it. But like that's good food. Like we have to find some way. I get like you can't be like serving people shit that's rancid or whatever,
right? Yeah, it's old and spoiled.
Like, you have to find a way to like the stuff that you're just literally throwing away.
Yeah,
can go to help people that can't fucking
instead
eat.
Of throwing it away. Can you prepare it and take it down to the food bank and say, here, I'm serving this food?
Yeah,
dude, I think that's possible.
Dude, there's people all the time standing out on the roads and stuff. There's like 3 people on every intersection.
I know. I've seen them a lot more lately in Des Moines,
and it's great. Like it's actually a tattoo artist that I follow. She's got this whole thing about trying to help like homeless people and everything, and some of the stuff. It's like it's crazy that you think like you don't think of the things that they even need. You know, they're like, if you have some fucking old socks that you're about to throw away, bring it down here because they would rather have one sock with a hole in it than no socks at all.
Right.
And it's like, holy fuck. You know, when you think about it, I'm like, dude, if I have the tiniest hole in a sock, that sock is now trash. I'm not wearing that again. I hate it.
Yep.
Like, it bothers me on a personal level. But these people don't even have fucking socks. So, like, yeah, that little hole, fuck, I got socks,
way
bro.
better than what they had, Or
Isn't
what
that
they
nuts?
didn't
I
have.
don't even think about it like that. And then when you do, because then landfills still, like, if we're just throwing all this shit away, we're eventually going to run out of room, and it's not going to be anytime soon. Eventually, we're going to run out of room because it doesn't all decompose.
This is like a Wall-E situation.
Right.
Yeah.
I know it's a kid's movie, it's a cartoon and everything, but like that's literally what we're talking about.
there's still,
like, there's just so much trash that now we just have nowhere to go.
Right.
Like now we all live in a spaceship. We're 800 pounds. There ain't no Biggest Loser up there, I'll tell you that.
No. Less gravity, though.
It's just part of the problem, I think. Like, have you seen the movie Wall-E?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
a long time ago.
I watched it like
It's one of those. It's a good movie, but like, there's not a lot of
action.
They don't talk a lot in it because like the robot just beeps.
Yeah.
And like, I think the first time I saw it, I fell asleep because it's just like this guy's. It's a good movie, but
it's a good one. That's what I say. It's a good one. We put Cooper asleep too.
yeah,
Like, he loves
it's a
it.
good idea. Wow.
Anyways,
Next question.
what do you got wrote down on your
I know
fucking
Nick's
Stanley Steamer notepad?
Chad's
over
making
there?
notes here.
I'm just making notes of what we're talking about for the.
Yeah.
I hope you have laser tag as one of those
feel like he's-
bullet points there.
Yeah. That's the first one. Arcades and bowling. Sorry.
Oh, we need
Slash laser tag. The laser
There
tag
you
slash
go.
paintball was the best
Fucking
part.
hard slash too, but
Okay.
Nick, you got anything?
other random news. Do you think the Cubs are gonna get fucking Correa?
I don't know. There's interest on both sides.
Is it
That's what I'm saying. Are they teasing us?
wrong? And
I mean, we got Stroman. That's cool.
You're a Rockies fan. Is it wrong that I'm hoping that we get Story instead, but like for cheaper?
We're not getting Story.
But why not?
Story's staying in Colorado.
No, Story's going somewhere.
No.
He'll go to the Yankees to be
I
a
think-
second baseman before he
No,
stays in Colorado.
No, he's staying. They're gonna pay him fat.
No way.
I think
That's why they got rid of Nolan.
They're
so
not
they can
paying
pay
him.
fat.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
They got money to spend. Don't let
No.
them fool you. They just don't do it. And when they do, they spend it on the wrong people.
So then they won't sign Trevor Story.
No, they.
I don't
they
think
already,
the Cubs will sign Trevor
That's-
Story. I think
Trevor
they
Story's
would
the
have got
one
him
that
at the
puts
trade
seeds.
deadline last year
Yeah.
if they wanted him.
You think so?
Yeah.
And who I really
They were trying to pursue him.
Yeah.
It just nothing ever came of it.
I
So
say they need to fuck off on Correa, who I really think, because I heard the Royals are a little disgusted with him. But Mondesi.
No kidding.
Oh yeah,
That'd be interesting.
Well, they already said this year they're not going to let him play every day because they think he gets hurt too fast.
Alberto.
Yeah, so they're gonna
Wow.
cut down his production.
Adalberto Mondesi.
But that'd be dope. And the other person I wanted from the Royals from like the last 5 years that they've always.
Whit Merrifield.
Why has he not been
Wow,
cut?
he's
They've been trying so
Yeah.
hard, but it's like you can't give up anybody for him.
for all your baseball content. Check out the Casting Pods baseball
Yeah.
podcast.
Sorry, guys.
starting
Give
next
a little
year.
preview.
Yeah. We haven't talked names or anything or even details yet. I got to figure out like internet stuff, like how to put out multiple shows, like from one hosting site.
We
Because
probably should have figured that out before we just created a network, but I think we can do it.
well, I mean,
It's obviously
we
doable.
created the network because we are going to create more podcasts and more content that will be under the network blanket.
Blanket.
But for
I like
now,
that.
we just have the
Hope
one
it's a
show.
soft blanket.
So I was able to use Libsyn, which is our hosting site. That's where I upload all of our content to for the podcast, and that's what puts it out there. But the problem with Libsyn is that I can only do one show under that price point. I have to pay another.
We have to jump up
20
once
bucks.
we go up to.
Well, I have to create another account for another show. I can't put like the
Multiples
CND
on the
show.
same-
Who wants to sponsor a baseball podcast, huh?
The Iowa Cup.
The Iowa
Let's
Cubs
go,
definitely
bud.
want to. I know they do.
Or here's an idea: who wants to sponsor a bullshit talk
CND
about
show.
everything CND show?
So
The
that we
Iowa Cup.
so that we can do our baseball podcast on top of it.
I've been wanting to go into the Iowa Distilling Company and talk with them about maybe getting a sponsorship of, and like honestly, I don't even want any money from them. I just want
Just give us some booze.
a bottle of bourbon,
Yeah.
and their
I'll drink it.
rum is really good.
I have
too.
not complained about it. It's I've been drinking.
I mean,
it
you
slow.
haven't drank it either,
you
but
really haven't.
It's not horrible. I can tell you that. It's pretty good. But I can't drink whiskey.
It's
very
great
well.
when it's half cut with water.
If
This
anyone's
is facts.
listening and
This is
they
facts.
have any kind of business whatsoever, we will 100% shamelessly plug your product on the show.
Yeah, we'll do.
If you give us even like some koozies or something.
dude,
I can- well,
give us some goods.
Throwing up like that's the best shit I've ever drank.
From the sounds of it, we need roughly $35 a month to keep going. So,
It's
I mean,
not
we're not
bad.
asking for a lot here, people.
I'm not worried. I mean, I'm not worried about
Well, I'm just saying,
that.
put it out there, let them know.
It's not- like you're making this sound like we're getting ready to like close up shop because we can't
bud.
afford this.
Oh,
like
we can't.
that's
We
not how
can't.
this is working.
You fucking
No, we just went over like
dirty bastards are so fucking expensive. We can't do it no more.
it's
I
probably
literally
it's
just
probably,
bought a
it's probably
fourth
Chad's
microphone.
gold mic
Yeah,
over
sorry,
here.
sorry. The outside guys can't afford it.
Yeah, we don't.
got the center.
We
guy
have
in here
silver
buying
over
gold
here.
I was gonna say
microphones and
I've funded this whole thing.
All right, we don't get the fancy gold ones in the middle.
shit. So currently, our sponsor is Chad, and we were
Yes.
looking for
Yes.
like a business sponsor.
That's why Chad sits in the middle because he's the one that actually pays for
we
this.
call him the producer for a
All right,
reason.
so this week's episode is brought to you by Chad Reynolds.
I'm telling you what, I think I could do like some really good ads. I think I could cut some good ads.
Oh no, I absolutely. If anybody owns a
I
business
can
or
do some
works for a
reads.
business that wants
Yeah.
to
I mean, it could
do
be
a sponsorship,
windows, siding. I don't give a fuck.
We
we
whatever,
can.
bud.
I
Tear it up.
we have a email address.
You support us, and we will support you.
Fun fact I learned about blinds the other day. Do you know they got?
What?
Yeah, I meet all sorts of people.
Okay, hold on. If you would like to talk about a sponsorship, I can talk price points, kind of what we want. Our email
How
address.
many chicken nuggets it takes to keep
Oh
this
my
thing going?
God.
Yeah, a lot of spicy nuggets too. Preferred. Love me some spicy.
Our email address is castingpodsnetwork@gmail.com. That's all lowercase. Castingpodsnetwork
What a great
at
name.
gmail.com. So if you would like to sponsor this shit show,
Yes.
that'd be
If
great.
you would,
I mean,
if
you know,
would
we can
somehow
figure
feel
something
comfortable
out.
throwing your name, we could put a big banner behind
We
this.
could do
I
a
will
banner.
totally move this Iowa Cubs flag out of the way if you'll pay for
It's
anything.
not even his
it.
house either.
Pull me closer, tiny dancer.
Pull me closer,
Speaking
Tony
of
Danza.
brands, can I
Tiny
just
dancer.
Tony Danza.
Tony.
Okay.
Danza.
Oh, Elton John was number 2 on that list,
Oh, I
or
bet he
3.
fucking was.
Number 3
Jesus.
on the.
Elton John's pretty good though.
top-
I mean, we can
yeah.
all agree on that.
Sorry, I just
Tom Petty had to be in that list.
Tom Petty was not on that list.
What?
Yeah, he wasn't.
Wow.
I'm trying to think
Did
of what
that
the whole
hurt?
a little
Hurt
bit.
so good.
Elvis was on there. I think the Rolling Stones
I
were
was about
on
to say,
there.
Wow.
AC/DC.
No,
Top 10
no.
all time?
But I feel like they're
Top 10 rock
they're
bands,
overplayed.
maybe, but-
yeah, they're overplayed.
All time? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were talking about brands, right? Hopefully to sponsor our podcast because that would be fucking
Anything.
dope.
Anything, yeah.
But so today, I'm sitting at a gas station. We pull up next to a guy. He has the Harley Davidson version. Davidson.
I can already see. We talked about this through Messenger a little bit.
So so we pull up. He's got the Harley Davidson F-150. Okay, whatever.
Oh yeah,
No
yeah.
big deal.
Some of
yeah.
them were Lightnings too. 5.4. Yeah.
Okay, so fine, whatever. You know,
have
we
a
just pull
Ford
up.
pickup.
I didn't even
Why
think
do
about
you
it.
Not have a Harley edition. You have a Ford.
I like the one I have.
You need a Harley edition.
Well, talk to my wife because she's the one that bought me the truck.
Continue with your story.
Anyway, so we pull up next to the guy. I don't think much of it until later. Okay, I don't care what the truck it is. We're just trying to get some coffee. But this guy pops out of the truck. He's wearing a Harley Davidson leather jacket. He's wearing a Harley Davidson hat.
So he's
Black.
probably loaded in $5,000 worth of Harley gear.
Back.
That shit's expensive.
Hat backwards. He's got these sunglasses on that I can only describe as like
Harley
knockoff
Davidson?
Neo
Oh
sunglasses.
shit. Okay.
Very goofy shaped. They shouldn't be on a human's face. It doesn't look right. But anyway, and then he's walking in, and and then of course because he's that guy, he's got the jeans that have like the crosses on the pockets.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah,
talking
the
about?
bedazzled jeans.
Yes, they're
Yep.
they're like those aren't real jeans. Like those are what are you doing? Like are you in a stage production? What's happening here? So he walks in, okay, But I'm like, whoa, man! Like you're really feeling this. You're feeling your Harley Davidson thing.
Right,
That's your like. You are a Harley Davidson guy. Like you are so committed to that brand. Like, do you guys know anyone? Do you have any examples of someone that is just so into a brand, a certain product that is like?
I got a story about Harley Davidson guy.
I know, but that's
It's
not
a
what
thing.
I'm asking.
But into such a brand, like I'm not that person. So
Like, do you know anyone like this dude? He put a lot of thought in the fact that like I'm gonna buy a truck that's Harley Davidson. I'm wearing the coat. I've got the hat.
I just don't know somebody.
He's probably got a shirt on. I couldn't see it because of the jacket. It was cold. It was zipped up.
Right.
I don't know anybody that's that into one thing.
All right.
So,
All right. This guy seemed like on a whole different level.
yeah.
And just very grumpy.
He probably didn't even have own a Harley.
I don't think he owns a motorcycle. No,
That's
at
what
no
I'm
point
saying.
did I ever
no,
think.
no. He absolutely owns a motorcycle, but when it's too cold and he can't ride his motorcycle, he jumps in his Harley Davidson
You think
truck.
so?
I think
it's
no,
the
I
opposite.
think
At that point,
I think this
absolutely.
guy's
No.
never owned
I think
one a
he's
day
so
in his
extra,
life.
and he's never even rode one. He's always,
never even been on a
He
motorcycle.
faked the funk.
Okay,
And
so
if
if you
anything,
guys
he-
know this person that we're talking about, that we're describing,
I
if
can
you
tell
could just
you what
have them
gas station
contact
we're at.
us.
yeah, because I bet he don't.
He
have a
absolutely
fucking
has.
bike.
He absolutely
That's why he's
owns a
got
motorcycle.
that's why he's got the fucking Harley truck, because he's like, I got a Harley, and they're like, oh yeah, cool. And
He's
like,
got the
"Hop on
Harley
truck,
truck because
bud."
he can't drive the Harley Davidson in the winter, so he has
can.
the Harley
real,
truck.
Real Harley riders ride.
You could have
fucking
rode that thing today, no
365,
problem. It was a
24/7,
beautiful
bud.
day. It was gorgeous outside.
Yeah.
It was like 51 degrees.
It was nice. I'm
Real
just saying,
Harley riders, they ride fucking all year
the
round,
time.
bud.
That's all they do.
That guy definitely has a Harley.
No. He
So-
wishes he had a Harley. He couldn't. He had to settle for a truck.
I
That's
have
why he went to the Harley shop, decked himself out in Harley.
That's what I'm
gear.
saying. You can
Sorry.
just go
Yeah.
buy the shirts. It's not like they ask you if you actually own anything. You can just
You
buy the
buy 'em,
shirts.
yeah. And they're
He's like, yeah.
expensive.
He's like, yeah,
You
bro.
can't. I don't think you can get anything in the Harley store for less than $100.
Oh yeah, you definitely cannot.
You get some sunglass holders. They're like, oh, $175.
Dude, I'm telling you, this guy put some money
Same
into
for
it, but I don't
sunglasses.
think.
You know what?
Maybe
I
that's
think
why he
I'm-
was so grumpy because he spent all this money on the gear, but he doesn't actually have the motorcycle.
That's probably because he spent all the money for the motorcycle on the gear.
yeah.
He's like, I either can afford 2 shirts and a jacket or a motorcycle.
oh, Cooper got his haircut.
Oh, yeah, I walked into that fucking shit show downstairs.
Oh, but I bet it was bad.
They did downstairs. That poor kid.
So there's a guy at work.
Whoa.
He is a
Sorry,
little
that doesn't
bit.
even look like my son.
We're getting live updates here.
Yeah.
All right.
But I saw it down there. It's like they were wrestling a chihuahua.
He looks mad.
He was not happy during the haircut.
He
No.
looks mad.
No.
But it's all choppered off.
Wow.
Jealous.
She said he doesn't want to get his haircut. I said, well, then don't cut his hair.
It was bad, dude. He couldn't even see half the time. His hair was down past
Push it
his
off to the
eyeball.
side. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
It's like mine. When it
How-
lays down, it drops in front of the eyes.
But, like, if a girl has hair in front of her eyes, are you like, no, you need to cut that shit that short? No. You're like, oh, she has long hair. It's fine.
But I got some length going on. I've been telling you, I'm not Chad yet, but I'm getting there.
Here's another reason I think I will beat you guys in the Biggest Loser competition.
It's just hair.
No
You
hair.
guys have so much beautiful hair on top of your heads.
Hair
I don't have to worry about
yeah.
that. And, like, is Chad shaving his mullet to win the competition? No. No, he will not.
No, I definitely won't.
But it
That
doesn't
will
look
not
like
happen.
Carrie's right. When he's got a hat on, it doesn't look like he's got a mullet. It just
You
looks
don't
like he's got
think
long,
so?
long hair. But then when he takes the hat off, it's
He's got like
fucking-
a
There it is.
Noah
Bam.
Syndergaard thing
Bam!
going with
Yeah.
that hair. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You just look like he's just got natural long hair, and then he takes the hat off, and you're like, he's flying.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. Give me some stripes at least on the side. Give me something. Also,
Bow
here's
ties
an
till
idea.
I die, baby.
If you're
Bow
really
ties till I
serious about
die.
winning this mullet competition, I think you should look into perming the top.
Yeah.
Perming the top.
Yeah,
But just the top.
perm this up
Yeah.
here.
Dude, the one this year had a perm. The
you
top
kidding
two
me,
had
bud?
perm.
The top didn't.
Yeah,
wasn't
you did.
permed.
That guy had a
Dude,
perm on the top, bro.
I don't think it did.
Perm the top.
Both
Let
the
me tell
top
you
did.
this.
The guy in the North
Tell me- no,
uniform
stay
and the
with
guy
me.
in the suit.
Because everyone will perm the back. Because that's the long part, right? What you want to point out is how beautiful
Yeah,
the long
maybe
part
you're
is.
right. Maybe the guy that won it had permed in the back.
Right.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm
everyone-
saying.
No, that's
Yeah.
fine. But everyone does that. Everyone does that. Because they're like, oh, this is all my hair.
See,
But
I don't
all you're
even-
doing,
I'm-
all you're
I'm-
doing is shrinking up that hair. Shrink up your short stuff on top.
Top,
Let that
yeah.
all only be curly.
Oh,
and
she
then
won't-
just flows in the back.
Carrie won't perm this up top because it's too short. She wouldn't even perm this.
We'll let that grow out a little bit.
But even
to perming length.
I've had this grown out for over a year now, and I was at like the 1 year mark, and she wouldn't perm it because it wasn't long enough to
Chad,
perm.
this is easy.
But now I'm just like, I don't even think I want to perm it at all.
You don't have to
I'm
say
just
it,
going.
But we can just take you to a different hairstyle.
You say that to her, bud.
Like someone else will perm the top of that. I guarantee
you say
it.
like a man.
Well, no, we've already established Carrie can whoop all of our asses.
Yes, she can.
I'm just saying, everyone will perm the back. They want to go all like Billy Ray. Okay, fine.
Hey,
no. Be the one.
Break my heart.
Perm it up on top. Get that nice short curl, and then let it flow in the back. Yeah. That's how you win.
See, I'm not even gonna perm anything.
The audience is how you win. It's not like actually judged.
Yeah, I just need like 75 people to show up and cheer real loud for me, and I'll win.
Was a bartender, and he got like literally the whole audience.
Yeah, the whole place like knew.
Well, now
him,
imagine how much more people will cheer when you're fucking jacked after this competition. You can go fucking.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ripped shirt.
I'm going.
You go Hulk Hogan and just yank it off.
I have my cut off flannel.
Oh, but you better cut that thing like so deep, like your nipples should be popping out.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying it's open. It's not getting buttoned. It's staying open. Shirt.
You should cut it to the point to where the buttons are. Like cut that thing so far in.
Or not the satchel, but the fanny.
The fanny.
I don't think the fanny pack would go.
I think the fanny helps 100%.
I think the fanny goes hard. And your fucking
rock the New Balances,
shoes,
yes. Rock the New Balances with some. Now
you're going with like a hillbilly dad.
What you're hitting?
Hillbilly mullet dad, bud.
No, what you're hitting? I thought we just talked about playing to the crowd. What you had to do, right?
We're talking Iowa State Fair.
Give the people what they want, Chad.
And you got to know what your audience is.
Oh my God! Read the room, man.
That's what I'm saying. You're at the fair. It's not like you're at the fucking Ritz-Carlton.
What are you going to do? Show up in a tux with tails?
No.
We're talking about nipples out, bud.
New Balances. Fanny pack.
Yes.
You can't do nipples out with with New Balances, bro.
Yes,
that just doesn't work.
Yes, you can.
It doesn't
with
work.
A fucking latte or a Jack and Coke in your hand and a cigar in the other, bud, you're flying.
It hasn't worked yet because you haven't done it. It will work as soon as you do it.
The people don't know. The people don't know what your look is.
Oh my goodness,
it's perfect.
I'll tell you what. We're gonna start posting more pictures on this Facebook page so people can just see what Ranger Rick looks like.
Ranger fucking Rick, bud.
After I got my haircut this last time, I did send the boys a picture that Carrie took. I had my.
They were role playing.
My wash jeans with my fucking Chevy shirt.
You had a Chevy shirt on. Yeah. The fanny pack was rocking. I believe the socks were above the calf.
Yeah, above the calf.
Yeah. No, I had jeans on. I wasn't wearing shorts.
I thought he had
shorts. I'm mixing Colorado.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like I'm taking the best parts of Chad and making them into one imaginary Chad.
Those high socks were fly.
No, it was I just had like the real light colored jeans, and then my New Balances. Well, sorry, my off-brand.
That's why I said they were like
they're generic
or some
shit. They are Walmart. I bought them at Walmart in Colorado
because
for
a
like
real
$20.
Dad wouldn't spend the money on New Balance or Nikes. He'd buy the off-brand.
Yeah,
see, exactly.
So
New Balances are fucking expensive.
Give
They're like
the people what they want,
$130.
Chad. That's what I'm saying,
dude. I have some beautiful New Balance turf shoes, and they were.
Is there any way we could rock a visor into this situation?
I have a pink visor that I have
from Shady Oaks.
Yeah, that's my golfing.
I'm just saying,
it's
like
my golf visor.
Imagine
it was my
visor, perm on top, flow out the back, nipples hanging, socks up. There's no way you lose.
Lattes hanging out your fanny pack, cigar in your hand. It's over. Automatic. Getting that yellow.
Who could vote against that?
A fucking moron. Not somebody that would go to the Iowa State Fair.
I'm sorry, but they wouldn't. The other competitors would just turn around. They'd be like, "No, don't even make me go out there."
Right.
I don't want to be the guy that has to follow that.
No, I'm done.
They'll be like,
give him the competition.
They'd be the guy that he's the first one to go out, but then he sees you backstage and he goes, "No."
The rest of us will have a side competition.
Yes, just give him the big trophy, and then we'll go for this little thing on the side.
Yeah.
We'll do consolation prize.
And that's how I felt about Dustin's last year. Chad was there. Chad came in and caught in. Dustin's mullet,
but not in
flying.
competition. Chad was not in
No,
competition.
I couldn't make it there in time. I had to wait for Carrie.
He was
to get
about
off work.
7 minutes too late, and I was like, "We could still probably sneak in here." He's like, "No, it's not ready."
Well, I tell you 100% that mullet is going into the Iowa State Fair competition.
Oh,
this year.
it is. It is. Yeah, that's.
You got some time, bud.
CND show will
At
be
least-
going live at the fair.
Yeah. Yep. That's true.
Nick and I will be standing there with, I'm assuming, very large shorts, towels.
Yeah.
Just fucking getting it,
Very
bud.
large
fucking
shorts.
cowbell. I'm coming 100
Like,
extra in the crowd.
you've never
for
seen
you.
hype men like you've seen Nick and I hyping up a mullet
That's what I'm
conversation.
saying. Competition.
Competition.
There
Thank
you
you.
go. But
Hey,
yeah,
conversation.
We'll talk about it
competition.
too.
Hey,
We'll talk
that's
about
all
it.
Bud, I'm telling you, that's what won. Because I mean, we had like 6 or 7 people supporting Dustin, and we were loud. But when that dude that won came out, half the little arena thing fucking stood
I'll
up
tell
and
you
was
right now,
screaming. I'm like,
I'll
it's
get-
over. There
I'll
ain't-
get my
can't
little
compete
sisters to
with
come,
that.
and between the two of them, it don't matter how many people they have, bud. We will out loud them, no problem.
Dude, it was loud.
We got this.
It dude at least had a couple hundred people
Yeah.
compared
We
to
can
our
do
6
that.
or 7.
That's
like,
fine.
That's
We
what.
can
That's
beat
why
that.
I was like, if I just I'll have my parents come out, and all of my friends, all of our listeners can come out and support,
Yeah.
So then we're
Automatic lock.
and then
Yeah.
we'll do, and then we'll see what's going on afterwards. Fuck, we can do a live podcast right there.
hell yeah with the trophy. We'll be drinking out of that trophy.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
What's
it's
that?
some kind of cup
It's a
situation.
No,
It's
I
a
think it's
ribbon.
just a ribbon.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll bring cups.
I got.
And we'll-
Well, I'll make a
first
trophy.
place ribbon from the fair?
Huh?
Do any of you have a first place ribbon from the fair?
Do you?
Yeah.
The Iowa State Fair.
Yeah.
Go on, Nicholas.
What'd you steal it off of?
First off, I earned it.
Doing what? Oh my God! Give the people what they want.
Throwing horseshoes, baby.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, if you didn't know, it's all different time slots. So it basically comes down to like when you show up to throw horseshoes is who you get to play. But I did get to play people from all over the world,
Nice.
including my uncle. It was from Australia at the time. So
You played your own. What do you mean from
There was
Australia
like-
at the time? What does that mean?
He just recently, he lived in Australia for like 8, 9, 10 years.
Is he from there?
No, he's from Colorado.
Okay, so he
But-
lived.
So
in
he
Australia.
lived in
out there, had a
Australia.
house and
Okay.
shit, and then he actually just moved to Florida, like within the last like 6 months.
Oh
or
my
so.
God, that
was
scared the shit out
nice.
of
That
me.
was nice. But there was like
I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
there was like 12 of us or so, and we had to battle it out. And I was that day's open like C class Iowa
Wow.
State Fair champion.
I've never
I could
entered into a Iowa State Fair competition. I've never.
So here's the trip about it though, because I could throw horseshoes like out back on sand. That's how we.
How do you throw them at the fair?
On Kentucky clay. And there's like these watering buckets like you'd water flowers with.
Okay.
And it was so hot because it's August that it would be dry. So you had to tend to the.
You had to keep the dirt wet.
Yeah, it was clay, not dirt. It was a
sorry.
different texture.
Kentucky clay.
But
I'm
and
so
it was
sorry.
like the finest clay you've ever seen. And then when you threw it, it like stuck.
Okay.
And then you got to like dig them out of the clay.
But
And shit.
how-
It
what?
was a trip.
So was this
Did it-
singles?
how did it
This was
stick?
just
Like-
you.
It like whoop,
This is just a singles competition. You versus.
man to man.
Mono,
and,
mono.
there was some women.
Okay, but it wasn't like a team situation.
no.
This was
you
just
could
you.
do teams. I signed up for singles.
Okay, yeah. I like it.
Fair enough.
I've always thought, and I walk around, I see like the cakes and the pies and stuff for the competitions that win and stuff. I'm like, I feel like I could make a better pie than these guys make. Like that's not that hard, right?
Try it.
But the thing is, like, you have to send it in like 2 months before the fair to get like judged. Like it's a process beforehand to get
Why
in.
don't we make a contest, another one, to
I-
see who can get something won at the fair?
I feel like we should, as a team, enter
a
something
team,
into the
yeah.
fair.
We should,
Yeah.
yes. I like that.
Is there some kind of smoked
Okay.
meat?
I was just
That's
thinking the same
what I
goddamn
think of.
thing.
Because I think we could nail that,
I think
guys.
we'd nail that, absolutely.
But yeah, I 100% think this show could pull in a blue ribbon at the fair. As
Shout
long
out
as we
KC.
know
Did
when
KC win a bunch of ribbons with
He
some
won a
beer?
bunch of
Oh,
ribbons.
yeah.
Yeah.
he has
He
more
better be
ribbons
using
than
those award-winning beers in his fucking beer darts because he's gonna be drinking a bunch of them.
Well, he
That's
probably
what I
doesn't
gotta
want
say.
to because they're very alcoholic.
Well, and I don't think he cans his beer, so.
Right, they're bottles, which would give him a slight
unfair advantage.
He could pour it into a can.
Man. I mean, I suppose you could do like the whole fill it. No. Don't get me off track here.
Okay, sorry.
So Nick, is that the biggest competition you've ever won? Iowa State Fair? What's like your single crowning moment in some kind of competition? What is it?
Competition wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, the only other good thing I was at was golf in my whole life, and I never won anything other than like little baby ass tournaments. But my competitive like sport would be when we won the Y'all's Friday Night League in bowling on Friday nights, and we won the league. But we also won at Air Lanes. But when we won at Air Lanes, it didn't mean what it meant when we won it at fucking Bolorama because the competition was different. It was next level. So it was me, Jay, Cody, Mike, and Dave. Like fucking 6 years ago, won the league.
Oh, I was just gonna ask when
League,
you won.
bud. Yeah.
How much money did you win?
Automatically $500 from Tommy Y'all himself.
Nice.
And automatically like $500 from the bowling alley, and then whatever we won throughout the year for league. But I mean,
nice.
we all walked out of there with like $400 or $500 a piece.
There you go.
Which is pretty.
Yeah.
What about you, Chad? What's like the? So he won a blue ribbon horseshoe, and he won a bowling league. What's?
Is it a blue ribbon? I thought it was a yellow ribbon.
No, blue ribbon's the first place.
I'm pretty sure it's a yellow ribbon, but it said it's first place.
Are you?
Well,
are
if
you sure
yours
you
is
won
a
first
yellow,
place?
yeah, then you didn't win first place because first place has
I
always
won.
been blue
'Cause
ribbon.
Bobby Jeff's bitch ass took third, so I can tell you.
I think third's red.
That's. I'm not telling you how rigged this competition was.
Okay,
but,
Chad.
But Jeff took third. So.
What's your competition? What's the thing that you would hang your hat on?
I don't know. We've won men's fast pitch softball. We won a nationals tournament in Minnesota, and then we've won.
Is this for all for the slow pitch or the fast pitch?
Okay. Yep. And then we've won. We've won a couple city like leagues, city league tournaments. State, we've won state a few times. So I mean that's.
Well, humble brag if I've heard one. I mean,
well, so
my team
it's
was
just
the one that always got in to like the championship game and lost.
That's
like I was never part of the winning
on
team.
First.
Yeah, I mean, no, not even that. I mean, just like everything I've ever done my whole life, even like AAU baseball growing up and shit. Like we always were the team that was good. We made it to the end and lost.
And then lost the
Just
end.
always lost. Like,
mine's always been like especially with fast pitch. We don't show up during the regular season.
Got to turn on the playoffs.
So then we get seeded like dead last, and then we go and win like 10 games in a row and win everything.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Is nice.
Oh yeah. We we
know
kind of
we
work
nice,
on
though?
shit
Like,
everything during the year.
If you're like the first seed
and you don't have to win that
and
many
you don't
games.
have to win as many, you win like 2.
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
win everything. Like
Yeah.
that's nice too.
Yes, that's
something
also
to
nice.
look into.
Yeah, we've tried that before, and it's just never happened.
So for me, both of my like crowning competition achievements involve beer. One of which was
Beer Olympics or something.
so Doug and I won a beer Olympics together in fucking matching blue windsuits. It's pretty impressive. And then just this past summer, my beautiful wife and I, we were camping in Eldora. We were tubing, and that night the campground put on a beer pong tournament, and my wife and I smoked these little fuckers. There's all these like college kids that thought they knew how to play beer pong, and then me and my wife come in and like, well, we're just better than you. All right, we're just
better than you.
Just clearly.
Just fuck off.
And we
different
just
other level.
We just
of human
handled
being.
business. Like these people were getting really fucking pissy as we kept beating them, because like we're just standing there handling our business,
Right.
Right. And these guys, like, they're getting real fucking pissed off.
Oh, would you not? I mean, if
To the point that like
I'll get my
in
ass kicked. I'll get
the
pissed.
championship, I had people like fucking barking at us. Like they were barking because like we had beat them, so now they're upset so they want us to lose. So they're barking at me. which is a weird thing to do. Like, I have a dog. I'm not unfamiliar with barking.
I have a dog.
You know, like throw like a duck quack or something out at me like that. I'm like,
The ducks fly together.
that would be weird. But anyway, so we won this competition.
Sorry, I'm getting off.
We won this beer pong competition.
Nice.
It's, they gave us I think they gave us a gift card to the campground, which is that's a solid bet for them because
turns
either
into primitive camping.
either you hang out at our campground or you never spend this.
Yeah.
So great for us.
They
but
don't lose anything.
Did you get a lifetime membership to the campground?
no, we got a one free camp there.
Okay.
But what we did get is
But it expired 2 weeks after they
right.
won it.
I think it was already expired when they gave it to us. But
you could use it on this trip, but it's expired yesterday, so sorry.
Yes.
No.
what we did get was a lot of conversations afterwards because back at our campground, people would come over and talk to us and be like, yeah, I knew you guys were going to win, or I couldn't believe you guys fucking won, or, and we do a bunch of shots with people. It was a whole thing.
Fun
I
facts.
love fun facts.
What was I going to tell you before the show started? Fun facts. What was it?
Dude, it was about something random.
Feliz Navidad.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Merry Christmas. Tell us all about it.
So, fun facts about Richie Valens that sang the song.
Mm-hmm.
Had to learn Spanish to sing that album with Feliz Navidad and his other famous song, fucking La Bamba.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't know, so he didn't speak
Spanish fluently.
Huh.
But his two biggest songs
Are in Spanish.
Well, ain't that some shit?
And he had to learn it because, he didn't know it fluently. But another fun fact about him, do you know where he died?
Where Richie Valens, he died here in Clear Lake.
Yeah, it was one of the
with Buddy Holly.
With Buddy Holly, yeah.
One of the craziest.
And the Big Bopper,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But,
That was the day the music died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, bye,
that was
American Pie. Speaking of that song, were you guys Weird Al fans?
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Were you guys Weird Al? So
Another one bites the dust. Ow!
so instead of beat it, he had eat it.
Eat it.
Yeah, that's
The day the music died, it was a Star Wars one. The
white and nerdy though.
White
Tyrannican guy.
Maybe Vader someday later, but he's just a small fry. Yes, dude.
Yep. And then
Weird Al. Give me Amish Paradise.
Amish Paradise.
Amish Paradise is that's a fucking gangster song,
Weird
bro.
Al was fucking hard, man.
He had some shots.
Canadian Idiot.
So it's almost Christmas. The night Santa went crazy. Are you familiar with that one? So it's not a parody. It's just a song that he did about the night Santa went crazy, and it is a fucking jam, bud.
That's awesome.
I wish we could pull music up on the podcast so everyone else could enjoy.
Yeah.
We'll have to look it up afterwards because that's a fucking banger, bud.
Can't do that.
The night Santa went crazy.
Just parodies.
Oh, dude, made all kinds of
Yeah. He made. Let's see. He did Confessions.
So
he did a parody of Usher's Confessions.
Because you had Weird Al who did all the pop, and then country. There was Cletus T. Judd. Do you guys do you remember this at all?
Yeah.
Cletus T. Judd was the country Weird Al for a while.
Yeah.
He did his funny hillbilly redneck parodies of songs.
Mm-hmm.
And
I have no idea.
No, check it out. Cletus T. Judd. I'm not making this shit up, guys. But I love that stuff. And I was just talking to a guy the other day, and he didn't know who Bo Burnham was.
Bo Burnham's the man.
Nick is over here shaking his head. He's
I don't know who Bo Burnham is?
Bo Burnham. But so I'm telling him about Bo Burnham. I'm like, oh man, when he started off, he was literally in a room just like this with a keyboard on YouTube playing his songs.
That and doing vines and just doing.
And now he has a
shit.
Netflix. He has multiple Netflix specials. He's big time stuff. He was in the fucking Grammys for some kind of album of the year with Inside. So I'm telling this guy all about it. I'm like, oh, Bo Burnham is this shit. He's like, I've never heard of him. So I play him one of his old songs because he came out in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
It was right after I got out of high school. Because I remember listening to this when I drove to some of my friends' graduation parties that were, the year younger than me.
That was me.
Like Nick, although we weren't friends in high school.
But that was me.
But it would have been the same time frame. Exactly.
So, AKA his little brothers as well.
He was 2 years younger than me.
Oh, so shit. Then no, you're right. Yeah, he was a year younger than me.
No, I'm familiar with how old my brother is.
Yeah,
he's definitely right.
Yeah. I feel like I have that one
My
locked down.
math's off, bud.
If that was a competition, I think I would have just got the blue ribbon.
Oh, facts. I wouldn't even have placed.
But anyway, so Bo Burnham was throwing out this shit. So, like, I'm playing this kid a song, and he goes, hey, I think I've heard this guy. And he goes, does he do the Jeff Bezos song on TikTok?
The TikTok Jeff Bezos song.
And I'm like, what do you mean the TikTok? Because I don't have TikTok. As a podcast, we do have TikTok. We are going to throw one out tonight. We're going to record one. I don't know when it'll actually come out, but we're going to record a TikTok tonight. We're going to try. We've never really done one. We're going to try it tonight. But anyway, so he's like, yeah, that's the same guy that does this TikTok. And I'm like, no. This guy's been doing shit for 13 years. Okay,
Yeah.
He's been putting out solid stuff. You don't just know him from a 14-second clip on TikTok, okay? He's like, well, wait till I show you these videos. And he showed me these videos, and they are fucking hilarious, boy.
Oh, yeah.
We should do a Bezos video because they're very funny.
CEO entrepreneur.
They're very good. If you haven't checked out Bo Burnham, check him out. Like, words, or like...
Words is the, like...
I'm Bo, yo. Like,
Yeah.
just... If you like lyricism and fucking innuendo and wordplay, Bo Burnham's your guy.
Dude's amazing.
It's so
you
fucking
need to check
funny.
him out, Nick. You really do.
Talking about songs I wish we could play.
You're talking about.
But you don't, I mean, do you do, like... You really don't get into, like, stand-up comedy very often, do you?
No, I don't.
See,
I mean,
so, like,
but
he's
see,
like
I would
a...
be one to go see it live, but I don't
Like,
watch
but,
it.
like, you don't watch, like, comedy specials? Like, stand-up specials?
man.
See, that's... I
All I do,
love
love
watching
comedy
stand-up
specials.
specials.
So for Christmas this year, my wife and I, our presents to each other is... So Jim Jeffries is coming to
Yeah.
Hoyt Sherman Place.
Sherman, yep.
Beautiful place.
At the end of January.
Jealous.
So our Christmas present, the only thing we're doing for Christmas is that's what we're doing. We're going to the show.
Nice.
Probably go to the dinner beforehand. But that's our Christmas
At Tasty
present.
Tacos or Bebops.
Well, we might go. We might go to the old Luau Brewing right there.
Oh, yeah.
just
Yeah,
south of Hoyt
Luau,
Sherman.
there you go.
Luau
which I've been
Brewing.
to one time, and it's fucking fantastic.
I've never been to Luau. Where's Luau? I don't even know what you're
So it's on like High Street, I think, is what the street is. It's,
right next to where
You know where that Quick Trip is on like 15th?
yeah, what was that place? Not was it not Earl's? What's that bar? Right
Oh, so it's further.
Oh.
Keep going.
Shit, what's the name of
there?
that
Is it
bar?
Earl's?
No, you're thinking of Big Earl's, like the strip club.
No, I'm thinking of that.
It's
little shitty
Carl's.
Carl's.
Carl's
That's-
place.
yeah,
Carl's place.
Carl's Place.
But it got shut down.
So is it shut down?
They got new owners, I think. You have to
Oh.
look it up, but
No,
it got
it's not shut down.
I
I mean, well, unless it's been really recently because we
Yeah.
just went there like 3 months ago.
went to-
Carrie and I just went
I
there
think they
with
have
like
new
Tony,
owners.
Shay, and
I went to
Justine
Carl's
and
place
David.
one time with my little brother, and we met like some friends there. And this person was trying to tell my brother, who is a big Tupac fan, like what year some of Tupac's albums came out. And my brother Dylan, Tupac aficionado, is like, well, because this guy's like, yeah, like his album that came out in like 98 was really good. And Dylan's like, well, like he died in like 96. And like they didn't really, like after that, like, he's like,
He did have one posthumous album, but that was
Yeah.
that one. Yeah. It
but
was-
you know what I
it
mean?
was
He's
really
like,
good.
this guy's trying to talk to him like he knows what he's talking about. And my brother's just throwing hard facts at him like, well, like that's not the case.
He's just
Like,
shutting
it's
it
not
down.
true.
I've only been to Carl's place one time, but I always drove by. I wanted to go because it was Cubs bar.
Yes.
But when
Yep.
I went, it was jazz night, open jazz night.
So the one thing I know about Carl's is like a lot of like Lincoln people would go there. That was big, like Lincoln High School people go to
Really?
Carl's. Yeah, which I thought was weird because I think
More
it's
like
actually closer to Roosevelt.
Yeah, that'd be closer for Roosevelt.
Another place that like a lot of Lincoln people go to now is Pal Joey's, which again is on the west side. And
That'd
I'm
be
like,
like a valley.
yeah, like it's more, yeah, it's like 63rd and Grand. Like, why are Lincoln
I always
people going
think
there?
Park Avenue Pub because they got
Park
Abraham
Avenue.
Lincoln on their glasses.
Yeah,
See, I
Park
think
Avenue
I
Pub.
think like Andy's place. Like, give me Andy's.
Hard pass.
What?
Do we?
Hard pass.
Do they still have a
Yep.
pool league?
They got two.
They got
And
two teams.
I'm gonna.
Nick's zipping the lips in case
We got
for the people
I got no
just
problems
listening.
with the crazy Caucasians. They good people. Because they got some white and Asians, so they call them the Caucasians.
Oh, okay.
But no, that's good. We got good vibes with them. Shout out. Their other team, hard pass.
Are we forfeiting that week then?
I'm We already shot him. You guys weren't there. I already did.
Wow.
We didn't play at Andy's. We played at Park Avenue, and I was like, "You motherfuckers are not going to be here." 1 week I don't want to be here, and I had to show up.
What week was that?
How dare you show up to a commitment that you made?
COVID week for you. But Stoner was gone. You were gone.
How come you didn't ask me to? I could have filled in, bro.
You have to be on the roster.
I asked you if you wanted to be, and you told us no.
Well, I thought you asked if you wanted me to be like on the team, like a player
you
all the
have to
time.
be on the roster in order to
we
be
have
a
8
sub.
spots.
It's not like softball where you can just like be like, hey man,
Well,
we
I
need
understand
somebody
like you
last
still have to
minute.
be on the roster, but like how many people
There's 8
play?
and 5 play.
So 5 play. So like,
It'd be 1 in 3 chance of sub.
I feel like I could
Which
have
I
been
think-
there for Chad's week. I could have been there.
I think they need to change that.
We voted on it. It used to be 7. I
Oh,
at least got an extra.
you got
to
an extra.
8.
See,
But
I think we need to have like.
Kenny wanted it to be 10. But
See,
here's
that's
the
what I was thinking.
Here's the problem: is you don't have enough people to agree on the same shit. What they were wanting to agree on was some dumb shit that you could have unlimited, but it was in a pool,
Well, that's stupid.
and everybody
Oh,
could pull
everybody-
from that pool.
That's a terrible rule.
That's a horrible idea.
You're
Terrible
taking my
rule.
subs.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
a guy go out last minute, and he's already agreed to shoot for you. Fuck off.
Yeah. No, I think 10's fine. I think
Yeah.
if you have a full team for a
I
backup,
do, yeah. That always
I think that'd
frustrates
be
like
fine.
softball wise. When it's like, no, like that's my person. I brought them here, and like now you're taking them. No. This is my person.
That's what I'm saying. And then you get,
But then they're like,
somebody
well,
out here
hey,
shooting
like,
30s.
but you don't have room on your team, so like we can use them. I'm like, but I brought them here.
But last minute, we had to make a move a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to call his little bitch ass out because he fucking failed Terry.
You gonna go roster check on him?
I'm not going to go roster check on him, but he's got the most, or spot that's most vulnerable to be open. But I will commend him for being the only one there.
On
that
your
could
team?
shoot.
he was
You're kicking someone off your own team?
No, I need a
He's-
replacement for somebody on my own team.
he's a
I'm
sub.
not kicking him
Guys,
off
I
until I
can
get.
So
play some
listen,
fucking
so
weed.
listen,
I
listen.
asked, and you told me no, so I had to get Terry to shoot.
I can't make those kind of commitments.
So
It's not every week. We just need you every once in a blue moon.
You say that, but like the 1 week you need me is like the one week I'm
week you
ever
can't.
busy.
That's all you're gonna say is
well,
no.
so we had
Which is why I said no, I can't do it.
we had a couple weeks ago.
Also, I didn't
when
understand
was
the
sick.
rules when you first asked me. Like I didn't know like you
No,
didn't have to like be good to play.
I mean, you don't ask Terry.
Yeah. So
Does he listen to the podcast?
he
We're
will
gonna
now.
We're gonna
Wow.
find out.
Wow, like you're really
So basically,
throwing him
he
under
came.
the bus,
so
bud.
he
I'm
comes
driving
to
the bus and just you're right. Somebody else threw him over. I'm running him over in the bus.
he comes every week and hangs out with us.
Well, that's nice. That's
And-
that's supportive.
And so he was never on the roster. And then there was one
so
week
this
where
guy
we
made the
needed
roster,
him.
but I couldn't.
So
Because you said no. He said, "Yeah, sure, throw me in there." How
well,
do I rack?
he was
How do I
begging.
rack?
He was
Bro,
begging to be.
I'll stand over there for 10 minutes, fucking waxing the top of that pole, bud. Let's go.
That's literally what it was. I'll play. Walks up to the table. How do I rack? So his opponent, Will, shout out, had to rack for him and show him.
Well, be a gentleman.
He
for
was a
God's
gentleman,
sakes.
but man, it was an hour for the first game.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Dude.
Well, then what took
Oh,
the
yeah, I
other
was there.
players so long? That would be my question. If this guy's that bad, what took the other players so long to beat him?
Because little Terry probably kept leaving him with shit shots.
Actually,
Sounds like good defense to me.
Terry
yeah.
won the first game.
Oh.
Hold on. So
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
I'm on Terry's side here, just to be
Okay.
clear. So I feel like you guys are being jerks to
be
Terry about
clear,
this.
Terry won the first game
Okay.
because he was getting murdered.
He started 1-0.
yeah,
He was undefeated.
he was getting murdered, and Will scratched on the 8-ball.
Oh, so
So
he
he
won
won-
10-7.
He won the game.
No. Oh, yeah, he won 10-7. Terry was
Yeah.
10-7, yeah.
10-7.
But Terry didn't have a single ball off the table.
W is a W. I think we've talked about
You're
this
right.
before.
Well, and then he, in the next 5, because we only play 3 games tonight, so the next 5 total, so he had 2 total weeks of playing, he maybe got 3 or 4 balls.
Yeah.
Like balls,
fi-
not
yeah.
games, balls.
Yeah.
I think I could throw
But
up.
he did get a
I
W.
think, I think
He
I
did
could
get a
throw
W
up
on some
3 or 4
bullshit.
balls a night.
It should be at least a game.
I mean,
A night. I think.
that's
Well, I'm
horrible.
just telling you. Like, if you're asking me to play, that's what I'm willing to give you is 3 to 4 balls
if you can,
a night.
if you can get like a 7 average.
See, I don't understand the scoring system, but I think I could give you whatever below par is.
An average
Whatever below par
Yes.
is.
But like better than terrible?
Anywhere from 6 to 7 would be.
That's not that far, guys. That's one number.
Yeah.
So
it's 6 and 7 is easily manageable.
So basically, what that is
Like
is
if you
have,
said between like
Because
3 and 7,
you
like
can
that's
max
a,
out.
that's a
You
group.
can lose and still get 7.
So basically, the way the scoring system works, right? So you have it's 8 ball, and
Sure.
there's 7 stripes, 7 solids. Okay, so whatever is left on the table after the 8 ball is made, you subtract that from 7. So you start out with 7, right? So if you have 3 balls, or no,
Well, you guys are confusing
so,
me already.
So if you have 3 balls left on the table,
Yep.
you score 4
It's just subtract
because
from
you
7.
made 4 balls in.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So if you make all 7 of your balls in but still lose, you score 7. If you win, it's a 10
Because you get 3 extra.
because you get 3 extra for winning on with the 8.
Guys, I just
So that's how we get the dirty 30s. Is
Yes.
10, 10, 10 is 30.
So-
There's 3 games.
the only
10
dirty
each.
30s I'm familiar with are myself and Nick's birthdays. And those are the only dirty 30s I know.
But dirty 30s is where it's at because that means you're like flexing on them, bud. Did you show up to shoot pool tonight? And apparently you didn't
think
against
I've
me,
got-
motherfucker.
I
Do you
think
guys
I've got
have? Do
3.
you guys have your own cues? Do you guys roll in with
Yeah.
your
yeah.
own?
Oh yeah, my
Yeah.
cues from.
Does
like
anyone that plays in the
1983.
league use a house cue?
I've seen people break with house cues.
Yeah, so like I have a cue I play with, but I have a special cue that I break with.
I don't. I break with my cue. But it is what it is.
This
It's a little bit heavier.
This is exactly why I can't play with you guys. This is
You can use the dragon, bud.
It's so my break
unless
cue's a little
Dragon
heavier.
Force is playing behind me while I
Hey,
break,
it's
then I
fierce.
don't think it's
My-
gonna make a difference.
My cue is fierce, bud. We call it the dragon, but it's like a fucking hand painted cobra. And
Well,
it,
that's
like,
confusing.
in attacking.
Why don't you call it the Cobra?
It's because we always called it the dragon.
Are you familiar with the difference between a
This
snake and a
fucking
dragon?
cobra looks like a dragon.
It's a beautiful stick too, but it's like baby blue.
Then call
and
it
it's
the
got a-
fucking Cobra, Nick.
Oh no, we call it the dragon.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't have to make sense. It's a lethal.
David's
stick.
not playing with us now.
This is exactly why I can't play with you guys.
I'm not using a cobra stick called the
It
dragon.
just doesn't make sense.
Bud.
Like if it was blue and you're like use the black one, I'm like, there's not. Like
No,
what are
just
you
grab the
talking about?
dragon.
That's crazy.
It
doesn't-
kind of it's hand painted, so it kind of looks like a dragon, but you got to be paying attention. It's actually a cobra.
But if it's a cobra, call it a cobra.
Wait, you're not like the killer cobra.
Sweep the leg, man.
The killer cobra.
Put him in a body bag.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
What are you talking? That doesn't even make sense to me.
it's just a cue, bud.
You're
It's
like,
no
hey,
big
this
deal.
thing
And
looks
it's older than me. The
This
cue
thing
is
looks
from
like a
literally-
horse, but you know what? Call it a fucking
it's
dolphin.
from like
That's the dolphin.
1983, bud. I love it.
So you would think somewhere in the last 30 plus years, almost 40 years, you guys could establish what the animal on the side was.
Yeah, it's a dragon.
It's not. No.
It's a dragon cobra, bud. Now you're all fucked up.
Guys, I can't do this kind of pool league stuff with you guys. It's just too much.
There's way too much alcohol involved.
It's too much. I see the Snapchat,
God.
and I'll tell you what. This is exactly why I think I will win the Biggest Loser because I'm not in pool league.
Oh, I'll go. I won't drink at pool league.
You guys are gonna sober up a pool league? I don't
Yeah.
believe it.
He's sipping on water, bud.
I don't
Yeah.
believe that for a
Send me your
second.
Snapchats going, David, I got you, bitch.
All you gotta do is
But-
you just need one buddy on the side to be like, "Hey, I'll buy you some shot," and then all of a sudden you guys are doing shots, then you're drinking beers, and then how many calories is that? So many.
Nope.
You know what I'm gonna be doing? I'm gonna be at home like gnawing on a husk of
This is why I went so hard
Celery.
celery. Yeah,
the last
Just-
couple of months because I knew this was happening. So I said, man, I just need to put it on, and then I can take.
Well,
a
I've done very well on just putting it on for quite a while now. Yeah.
We've been prepping for this
Before
for some time.
for a long
It's almost
time.
like I knew. Maybe I'm a psychic. I knew this was gonna happen, so I was like, you know what I should do? Pump on tons of weight.
Yeah, we went down skinny memory lane last night too at the bar. Cause,
Did you?
Yeah.
Were you guys showing the pictures?
Yeah, a little Gertie and his lady Jackie showed up, but they're younger, and I was like, I used to be his size, literally, and she's like, no, and so Becky busted the old school pictures out. Jackie's like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Right.
I know, a whole different other human being.
It's
now.
it's not the same.
I've added
know.
a whole human.
So as a podcast, we have a group chat, and we were sending each other
Obviously.
pictures. Well, of course we do. Like, what are we? How else are we going to communicate with each other? That's so silly. Oh my
Smoke
God,
signals.
But anyway, so I asked. I said, guys, what's peak? What's peak you? Send me a picture that's peak you. Like, I want to see it because I want to know what I'm going to beat because I will be better than all of you.
I still don't think I found a picture.
And Chad has yet to send us a picture because I think
after David sent his picture, we're not worthy.
Yeah, I'm just like, man,
we're not worthy. I thought I sent something good in. David sends in fucking sculpted fucking abs, fucking hip huggers, bud, going, what's up? I'm flexing on him, bud.
He's got the V pointers. He's like,
I felt bad for
here.
Chad, but I was like, dude, I went first. I was like, I can't compete with that. I can't. And so Chad's like, no, I
can't find one. It doesn't exist.
all of the pictures have gone away.
GQ model over there, and the other ones are like, I was skinny, yes, but I was not chiseled like I was like a backup for 300 fucking. Oh, this is Sparta. He was chiseled. He's like, that was my prime. Obviously, motherfucker. I ain't never looked like that. I don't even know what abs look like. That shit was wild. You
so
can laugh it off, bro.
You were fucking ripped.
I'm crying. I'm dying. Because so anytime I ask you guys a question, I always have my answer already in my head. So I know
makes sense.
I know what I'm thinking my side of the story is when I ask you guys. So I have that picture locked and loaded, ready to go when I say, "Hey, send me peak performance. I want to see it." And then Nick's over here like, "Here's my face when I was skinny." And I'm like, okay, Nick, looking good. Obviously, it's a good picture. He looks great.
That's what I said. Okay. You asked for a good picture. I felt like that was a good picture.
I asked for peak you. Like, I want to know what, like,
but
your
I was,
best
I
you
never,
was.
like I said, I was never chiseled, so I was never flexing on him with no shirt on. So you have to understand.
I have that picture sitting there, like, ready to shoot in the text.
Oh, my God.
And then you sent me that, and I'm like, okay. So I went back and I looked to find another picture with my shirt on. That's to see, and I'm like, so that's the first one I sent, and I'm like, okay, here, look, there's me, like that's, and I would be very happy if I could just look like that again, because I thought that was solid, David.
I looked like I was a hippie that needed a sandwich. You just looked like you were fucking fresh out the squad, bud. Loaded.
Yeah, I just gave up.
The good news is,
Chad's like, I want no part of
that. I'm like,
I want no part of that.
But I feel like that's worse for me because so you were skinny.
Yeah, I was dead skinny.
But like you weren't like jacked.
No.
But you were skinny, now you're bigger. Okay, all right. Chad, I'm assuming by the way that he's not sending pictures, he was smaller. Now he's bigger. But like, okay. But like I was in good fucking shape. Like
David was in damn good shape.
I was in good shape, which makes it worse to point out how bad of shape I am currently in.
Physical prime, I wasn't half that. That's
no.
That's a good picture. I'm just saying, I'm gonna start an OnlyFans, and the only picture I'm gonna put out is that picture.
And just keep selling it.
Yeah, it's gonna be that picture.
I was 126 pounds at one point, but man, like I said, I didn't look.
Shit, I was 126 pounds at one point too, but not since like fucking.
He was in 5th grade when that happened.
I was gonna say not since like 7th grade.
23.
Chad's a solid foot taller than we are.
This is true. This is true.
Like we need to take that into account. Like it just doesn't work the same way.
No,
but really yes.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us this week. We had some technical issues on the last part of that episode there, so I'm just coming back in and recording this later. That way we can, tell you thank you for joining us. We will be recording weekly now. We'll be releasing weekly. So look for more episodes. Hope you guys had a great Christmas, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks. Bye.